Listen,
check. Yo, what's going on out there, y'all? We are back with L.D.E, the League of Distinguished Gentlemen. We're talking about athletics, the team, the league, wellness, and health.
Wake up,
you know
boy.
how we do. It's your boy Ray E.
P was in the building. What's happening?
We got Green in the building.
Hey.
Porter in the building.
What's going on?
E. Rhodes in the building.
Rhodes, what it do?
Yes, sir. And Sully, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Deuce Knowledge. Shout out to the gray area.
Yeah. No problem, man.
Letting us bring it in.
This is good, man. It's good
love,
for us gentlemen to get together, man, every now and then and talk about what's going on in our health, with our health and our lives. And we got this league going on, man. It's getting pretty intense and pretty heavy. We're mid-season. We had mixed play, right? Everybody's playing with everybody. No established teams yet, 5-on-5, and it's been going pretty good, man.
Hey, man, Green got his game face on already.
Yeah.
Damn.
Serious.
Green, did you get a haircut today, man?
Yeah.
You got a haircut?
Green over here, game face on, man.
Green can't come on until he get a haircut, man. He got to get a haircut, and then he comes straight here. It's all good though, man. So, Sully, tell us what's going on, man. You the man running the statistics and everything. We've been watching the emails, and you got an event coming up on April the 8th, right?
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the April the 8th event?
Yeah, man. I appreciate that. April 8th, we're doing the Taste of Nutrition, and it's a company called I Can Do That Enterprise, which is my father's company.
Okay.
And we basically have been collaborating, doing giving people an opportunity to taste alkaline vegetarian foods.
Yeah.
And also giving information, lecture style, about natural living, ways to rid your body of some of the illnesses that affect black people, in particular high blood pressure, diabetes. So it's almost like we working out now, we having the camaraderie, and we taking care of that part of it. And now just bringing a different phase to the program.
Right. This will help us take care of what we're ingesting, like eating foods, and so getting more in line with the alkaline. And then I think more than anything, it's an opportunity for us to come together and build, and it be a non-judgmental environment where a lot of people may have things going on, but they may be a little reserved to share. Right.
We want to create an environment where there's some Q&A.
Absolutely.
I know particularly what got me sparked to really watch what I was eating, watch what I was doing, is that I was getting pre-diabetic symptoms.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was playing ball, and my digits were starting to go numb and stuff like that. So after doing some research, I kind of narrowed it down, and that was probably it. So how many other guys in the league may have this going on or that going on, or may have a loved one in a particular situation? We're just trying to bring that resource to the league and look, there's answers. There's a network of people out here doing this, doing that, and you may not be ready to be a vegetarian. Right. But information, like you said, it could be used at any particular time.
Now you can't say you don't know.
Yeah. So me personally, I love the hooping. I love the brotherhood part. But the worship, the workshop, April 8th is the goal for me to get as many people there to the workshop to get that information.
April 8th, what time?
April 8th at 5:30.
So where's it located at?
At Indy's Kitchen on 24th and Central.
Okay.
It's a diner over there. Everybody in the league is part of the program this particular session, so there ain't no additional charge or anything like that. I want to get you at 5:30. I want you to get you fresh off that court, so you got an appetite. So you're thirsty. I'm gonna pump all the tea in you can handle that particular day.
Infinity tea in the building.
Yeah, I'm gonna pump some Infinity into you, as well as look, taste these particular dishes, and maybe bridge the gap. These are vegetarian foods, but these are good options if you transitioning from meat or trying to get away from meat. I got a lot of my partners now that they're on that 40-day fast from Lent, and they're like, man, well, what actually do you eat? Their idea of maybe being a vegetarian is like, well, I just go eat French fries. You know what I'm saying? Where that's not the case. There's a lot of great foods that you can eat. There's a lot of things that you can do. And the biggest thing is just sharing that information. Man, look, a lot of guys think, well, I'm skinny. But you can still have a high blood pressure and be skinny. You know what I'm saying? You can be stressed out. So just getting that information, a lot of misconceptions that are going on out there. And there's natural remedies for all these things. Not treatments. Medicines treat. but your body will
heal your
itself.
body.
Yeah, you know, you just gotta.
The body's a natural healer.
So so it's just an opportunity for us to expand the Hoop League and that program, and put another piece on it, man. Now, initially, when the program was designed, it had, you know, all these different functions, man. We wanted to focus on networking, we wanted to focus on physical fitness, the brotherhood, the camaraderie, and that wellness piece is something that we really wanted to expand. And just kind of where we at right now, we're able to do that because the resources are available.
Okay,
man.
we appreciate
getting real mature. The league is getting real mature.
For sure.
So
we appreciate that, man. We need stuff
So,
like that. The more you know, right? You know what I'm saying? I think we're ignorant to a lot of the things that are available out there to help us heal, you know, and help our bodies and be well. And with stuff like this, man, we need to have just as many things like this in stores and restaurants as we have fast food places. And maybe that'll balance it out a little bit. I think right now the fast food is winning because it's on every corner. So it's hard to find that little store that's, you know, focused on helping your wellness. So, you know, go to this event, you know, April the 8th. What you say, 7 o'clock?
5:30.
5:30.
So, hey, man, you got time to catch a quick shower at the gym, or don't take no shower. Just bring your tail over to the restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, some of y'all may got to take showers, bro.
I
don't like when my wins.
You know what I'm saying? So come on over to the kitchen right after, man. We gonna feed you, and then we gonna build, because there's gonna be a lot of questions, man. It always is. This is maybe the 4th or 5th one we've done. They always sell out. What guys don't come to the tasting? We'll probably fill those seats with people that maybe have, you know, some more serious illnesses or problems going on that just want that information. So, like you said, even if you cool right now, I guarantee you somebody in your family, you know what I'm saying, may need something like, you know, go holler at these dudes, man, or these people, man. They may be able to help us out, man. So
there it is. So we mid-season, right? You know, we 4 games in, right? 4 games in.
It'd be week 4 tomorrow.
Week 4 tomorrow. So 4 games in tomorrow. After tomorrow, we're doing a draft for who goes on what team.
Yeah.
How do you figure that out, man?
Man,
is it all statistic based or what?
I was talking to E about that this morning, and about how difficult it's going to be this particular session. Yeah. We typically do statistical data. You know, our top scorer, our top rebounder, our top assist guy, probably our top defensive guy between combination of steals and blocks. But the bottom line is that we want to get the top players and be able to build a team around them. So sometimes it's always like me and Green had talked about a potential wild card every session. And last
Explain
year,
the wild card.
So, for example, somebody may not be at the very top of one of those statistical categories, but for example, A-Love last year was putting up pretty well-rounded numbers every week, where he flirting with a triple-double. So he easily is like in the top 3 in 3 categories or so. So it was easy to make him a GM, and he did a great job. You know, he picked a great team. So, you know, sometimes it's kind of
bad boys.
You know, sometimes it's a social experiment. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes personalities don't mesh, but the goal is to get the best guys in position to build a team around. You know what I'm saying? So
who's been impressing you this season?
Man, it's been a lot of guys been impressive, man.
Rhodes.
Rhodes been balling.
P-Dog over there.
Rhodes been balling.
Dog. Mike.
Rhodes.
Mike been killing.
Mike is really hungry right now.
Yeah.
He comes with his chip on his shoulder, man.
Mike
Arnold. I love Mike, though.
Yeah.
Pittman always.
Like Cameron newcomers.
Cameron
and Ray.
Yeah. Like I said, man, look, like I was sitting with Mike Arnold, and we were sitting there watching one of the games, and Mike was like, man, it's going to be so difficult to win a championship this particular season, just the way the league looked. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
Chapman.
The
list goes on, man. Like last week, I looked at that double list, man. That mug was long, man. So
Rhodes had what 19 rebounds?
It was impressive.
17.
Yeah.
I mean, 17, 19, same thing.
I'm trying to hit that 20 mark, man. That'd be my goal coming in on Saturdays.
Green's been consistent too, man.
Yeah, super sub over here.
Yeah, super sub.
Let me tell you, these 3-4 weeks right here, it's important. I know you try to look for a GM and everything, but you also scouting to see who in the league need to go see the Wiz, get some heart? You know what I'm saying? Who needed to go? You know what I'm saying? Like some guys you looking at like, all right, I want him on my team. I know he ain't gonna bring it. You know what I'm saying? So this is also about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to be in shape. It's important to be, you know, always on time, because if you ain't ready to play, it's show. It's show, and you stick out like a sore thumb. That's it.
I concur.
It is.
I concur. I mean, you talk to arguably the man with the most championships in L.D.E history.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Super sub over here.
You know, and I'm gonna reveal something, man. Since a lot of times I put the rosters together. I watch every single game.
Yeah.
Hey man, you can probably throw Green on any team.
Yeah.
So if you having a sub discrepancy or you having a jam,
because he's bringing it every
like,
game.
Man,
he's bringing it, man.
Shit, man, throw Green on the team, man. You know what I'm saying? See what happened.
Man, put him. Hey.
And see, that's what.
Go ahead, man.
That's what I mean. It ain't about trying to be the best in the league or none of that kind of stuff, but it's competition. I'm not out there for fellowship and just to have a good time. I want to win.
There it is.
I can play soccer if I just want to, you know, hang with a bunch of people and friends, and you know what I'm saying. I want to go out there and I want
to keep it competitive.
So during the week, I'm telling y'all, I work out. You know what I'm saying?
It shows, Green.
Dude, you should have been here, man.
What did you say, poor dog?
During the week, you know, it's important. It's important to be out here working out and keeping your body together. Like Sultan said, eating right. You know what I'm saying? And I suggest some of y'all playing some more leagues so you can just get some legs. I'm just saying, I'm being honest.
What would you suggest they do during the week to maintain that level of competitiveness?
Run down the street and dribble a basketball.
What are you doing, Green? What are you doing, Mr. Super Sub? What are you doing to maintain your weekly level so people know?
Well, I'm in another league. I play in a multiple leagues. Just to keep up with some of the better players in the league. You know what I'm saying? I have a personal trainer that I work out with.
Okay.
Shout out to Majors. Deep Majors be out there. You know what I'm saying? So during the week, I keep my body right. You know, go to the gym, get in the hot tub, sauna, do that kind of stuff. If I can catch Donnie and Cameron in the gym, I work out with them. Because you got people like Duke. You know, Duke look like he the oldest man in the league.
There it is.
Shots fired.
You should have been here, Duke. You should have been here.
So sometimes your back be sore carrying board. The whole, you know, you have to carry a board 4 and 5 is tough sometimes.
Man, I must say, this is my first time playing in this league, and that 5-on-5 is intense, bro. No subs.
I love it, bro. I love it. Man.
I like it.
Too.
I like it, but it wake you up.
It make it
you gotta play all the time.
Yeah.
You gotta play, man.
Because everybody be tired at the same time.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
That's Jason Porter over there, a.k.a. Darvin Ham,
Silly.
a.k.a. Julius
Hey,
Peppers.
Porter hit a couple of big shots,
Dog,
man.
that's Julius Peppers over there.
From the corner.
That's Julius Peppers.
I try, man. I try. Be cool,
Julius
man.
Peppers.
Be cool.
Julius Peppers been over there, man.
That's how you feel, Pat? we gonna go there? All right, I got you.
Down to the rebounds, man. Hey, man, like, you know, Porter made some, made some big shots, man.
You gotta know your role, man.
You gotta know your role.
Yeah.
You gotta know your role.
You gotta know your role.
Hey man, at one point in this league, man, I was a big numbers guy. You know, things change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I got more of a Derek McKee type of role. You know what I'm saying? Like
Which Derek McKee?
You know,
Yo, McDice.
The Seattle one or the Pacer one?
the Pacers.
The Pacer Derek McKee.
You know, nah, but you know, like you said, I'm on audition as well, like Green said, man. So I'm trying to let them GMs know that look, I'm taking this seriously. I'm working out during the weeks, man. I'm gonna play hard. I'm gonna play on both ends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a process, man. Like Green said, like it's all love and brotherly, but hell, we all competitive people.
Right.
I want to be at the end. Like I rode my soul championship out. I rode it for a year. You know what I'm saying? Like I rode that camaraderie for a year. So, but you gotta know your role, man. Like if you got a dominant scorer on your team, man, sometimes you might have to take that back seat.
Right.
Or you know what I'm saying? Or you got a tough defensive assignment that particular week. You may not be getting as many shots, man.
Right.
Where
What is wrong with this dude, man?
Hey, man.
personality wise, like you said, being in the role I'm at, I get a lot of text messages like, man, don't put me on that dude team again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it's a lot.
How you feel about that?
I mean, I just think it's part of the game, part of what we do.
Man, play with anybody,
right.
man.
Yeah, play with anybody. Like, okay, so somebody come to you say that, do you not put them on the same team no more?
Nah, I don't pay no attention to that shit.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Okay.
Like,
Because you should be able to play with anybody.
I mean,
like,
seeing
play
certain
with
people don't
anybody,
play
bro.
with certain people now.
well,
Play with anybody.
I don't think that's because of personality. I just think it's because matchups. We got certain amount of bigs, certain amount of guards.
Play with anybody,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Play with anybody though. Yeah. But
Hey man,
If you a basketball player, you play with
well,
anybody.
I'm gonna get, and I was talking to KK about this morning. So and keep in mind, and Mills may be able to speak to this because at one point Mills put everything together.
Right.
Like, so you get a formula of matchups. So typically, what you try to do over 3 games, I know if there's a 15-point spread over 3 games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I want every game, if we add those points up, it should be no more than 15 points.
Okay.
So if I typically may put together rosters back to back. So
Okay.
I know if I'm going for the next week and it was 27 points between the losses of the games, I probably tear the next one up because, like, man, this something wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? So you want your games to be close. You know what I'm saying?
There was one game where it was about 30.
Yeah, but
That was the first week.
That was
yeah,
a championship team right
keep
there.
in mind,
Blew
man,
us out.
you know, we got a lot of
man.
different professionals, man. We got a lot going on. Sometimes guys may need some accommodations for times, and it's just key. It's just trying to get the matchups to be competitive. Some weeks, you know, a guy you may have to get out of your comfort zone.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
certain guys are gonna push you. Like
Right.
you play with Rico, man. Get ready. You're gonna have to pay a certain tempo
Right.
to
Right.
play with Rico.
Right.
So
And
I
Matt.
get it.
Man.
Yeah.
You
So
gotta run with Matt.
Yeah.
yeah, so certain, it's just one of those things. Can you be a chameleon? Can you
Right.
find your role?
Right.
And when we set these teams up in a couple of weeks, can you get on the team with no egos
Right.
and carry that
And
thing
play a
through?
role.
Yeah.
Right. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, we got a W coming.
How do you decide who the GMs are? I mean, I know you touched on it a little bit, but at this point, have you defined based on just the games that have happened who the GMs might be?
Yeah, it's close. Like
Okay.
I doubt anybody catch Pittman on points at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's close. I think Noah, and Rico are pretty close in rebounds.
Okay.
It's gonna be close. Like it's gonna be a real tough one. When I say it's gonna be the most the difficult league to find GMs and how it pans out. You know what I'm saying? Because if Mike ends up being the GM and he's not in the draft, or Mike ends up in the draft now, like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got Mike. You know, so it just depends. If Noah's there, it really, like, the depth this year is in the role players, but there's a lot of really solid guys that's
Right.
gonna bring it.
Right.
So, like Jamil, right now
Jamil's balling.
Jamil is close to
He's
probably
balling.
being at the GM table
Right.
He's
himself.
balling.
So
Right.
it's gonna be close.
How many GMs is it?
Six.
Right.
So it's
16,
gonna
6
be
GMs.
close. And then you got some swing players, like you don't know what you may get. Like, you know, what pool are you gonna get?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So you got like Perez and
Perez right there.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got guys that are bringing a whole lot to a team that it's gonna be close. Like
Right.
I think the game is gonna be really competitive. At this point, I'm still on audition. I'm just trying to get picked off that board pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? So
I ain't worried about it. Whatever team I get on, man, we
I'm like
winning.
that too, man.
I mean, I'm
I
just
heard that.
we gonna
That's
do
what's
it.
up.
yeah,
So,
I was
this
like
is
that.
All practice.
I was
he
like
play
that a
with
few
you, Pat?
times, and then I was like that a few times. I'm like, man, you know what? Hey, man, shit, man, it's too much work with this team. These niggas don't want to win.
Right.
You know, so, like, you know, because I get it, man. The numbers is awesome. I love looking at them too on paper, man. Like
Right.
I dropped a 20 ball for the first time this week, and I'm like, man, I
Nice.
felt good, but we
Yeah.
lost.
Right.
And the loss.
But we lost.
Right.
So evidently we didn't do something right, or we didn't do enough. But like the veteran guys get it, I think, man. You know, so
Right.
it's
Right.
fun, man. Everything
Yeah.
is fun, man.
That's what's up, man.
Guys take it so personally sometimes, man.
Yeah.
I want to address two things, man. I got a block missed off the score sheet twice.
Hey, man.
Last week I had a nice block and had it. That was
There's a lot of stuff, man, that's like missed off.
I'm a numbers guy.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Hey, man,
That ain't never right, man.
Hey, man, like I said, there's a great fix to that, man. I always suggest, man, go have a seat at the table.
Yeah,
pick
absolutely.
The pen
That's
up,
tough.
it's tough.
and,
Absolutely.
and see what you can get. If you can get it a little bit tighter, a little bit better, I say,
people there at the table help.
yeah, a spotter helps. Like KK loves a spot.
Right.
'Cause sometimes, man, you get to writing and then
Something will happen while
your
you're
head
writing.
won't even come up, man.
Right,
You just
right. It's moving so
keep writing,
fast.
yeah,
I can
so.
see that. I can
But
see that.
I think if we operate
Chap.
like 85%, 85 to 90%
What it do,
accuracy on
Chap?
stats, I think
Maybe for the next league, you should like designate players that are, maybe playing in the next game to like help out with that or something.
we got them. They sitting in the room.
Okay. Okay.
E. Rhodes and Green typically over the years will go and sit
That's
at the
what's
table.
up, man.
That's what's
I
up.
don't have no problem, but I know
KK was-
it's tough though.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Yeah.
do
It's not an easy
I tried.
job.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, and then you be like, man, we usually take the youth kids in and help us. But it takes
Right.
them a while to learn the players. Where
Yeah,
we kind of
right.
already know each other, make that a little bit easier.
I think that would be
so.
my biggest thing is like knowing who's who because I don't know everybody.
Yeah. It's a lot of
I
new
just know-
guys. Though,
Yeah, and I don't want to mess their stats up.
Yeah, but I think we close. Right. It ain't too far. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
That's what's up, man. Let's switch
We
gears.
see you,
real quick.
Rico.
Let's switch gears real quick, man, and talk about
Rico on that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
what's happening, Rico.
What up, Rico?
Shout out to Rico, man.
Shout out.
Rico!
You know what I'm saying?
Rico been putting up numbers, man.
Oh yeah, silently.
Been putting up very.
He don't
nice
say
numbers.
too much. He just get on the court and kill.
Rico, Rico and Mike off the court, they quiet.
Yeah.
They got big attitudes.
On the court.
They play pissed off. I love it. They play pissed off.
Disrespectful shit last week to me.
You know.
Rico will get shitty. Rico will get
said some
shitty. man.
disrespectful
What'd he
stuff
say?
last week.
What'd he
like
say?
block my shot, look at me like, what are you doing?
What are you even thinking, man?
Why'd you play the first game, Green? You're too tired. You're too tired right now. You can't keep up with me. You need to switch up.
He's just going at the champ.
Rico top.
He's just going at the champ.
Kill. Yo, he go. Hey,
He
he go hard.
trying to get a
I love
champ
it.
head.
I love it though.
Yeah, man. He's hey man, he brings like a big dynamic to the league, man. Shout out to Rico. You know what I'm saying? We got so many guys, man, to bring so many integral parts to the league, man. That's what make it hype, man.
We're gonna have to make sure that championship game is broadcasted live so people can see what we're talking about. I mean, I know thank the viewers for tuning in and hearing us out and listening to the conversation. There's a men's basketball league going on, so if it sounds like jargon, you just understand that we're talking about the wellness league put on by L.D.E. For the men's basketball. It's 5-on-5. It's very tough play. Let's just say that. It's not nothing easy. But you guys will get to see us play eventually. Also, man, let's switch gears real quick and talk about some stuff that's in the news, man. LeVar Ball. I know this has been a big subject. You know, we've had some pre-live discussion. Everybody feels quite differently. A few people, feel the same on it.
Listen.
Yeah, it's definitely all marketing. It's all marketing for him. People have to understand that, from my perspective, I'm one of those people like, man, why you got to be so loud? But then I started reading and I started seeing and I started understanding what this dude was doing for his son. The, NCAA players are exploited and have been exploited for a very long time. And basically he's found a loophole in where he can build a brand not only for his son, but for the legacy of his family. So he's utilizing what they're doing, against him by saying like, hey, you're not going to shut me out from making money for my family. This is my son. We got a brand. He's going to wear my brand. I mean, how do they get around that? Because I know that the NCAA has been trying to shut that down, like by making him taking the colors of the UCLA team off his website for his clothes and all this stuff. So they trying, but I mean, somehow he's wiggled himself in there. But a lot of people are not a fan of the stuff that he's saying. I mean, let's talk about that.
I think that, he's a smart man.
Right.
I do feel that the comments that he's making in the media about all the legends and, the greats is going a little too far.
Over the top.
A little over the top, man.
Do you think that's attention, though, or do you think that the media is feeding in on that?
But I think that he knows what he's doing,
Right.
and he's doing that for the attention, and the media is giving him all the attention he wants.
Right.
All he cares about is do an interview with me. I'm gonna have my ball shirt
Absolutely.
on. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna talk my stuff.
Right.
But y'all gonna be looking at my shirt, wondering what that is the whole time.
Do you think
know what
that's
I mean?
been a Trump effect, though? Like, basically, you can say whatever, say the most outlandish stuff, and get the most fans.
And get
I
the
mean,
most-
like,
yep, get
is
the most
that what this
attention from
country is?
So I
all
think he
about?
knows that, man. He's like, man, if I say the most outlandish things,
Right.
they're gonna pay me more attention,
Exactly.
which is gonna give us more
Because
buzz.
we all know Jordan would have ate him up back in the day.
Man, come on, man.
Barkley probably would have too.
Barkley would have torn him up.
So
too.
for him to say that, I don't even understand why people are hyping it up.
because he knows
it's
what
like
he's
the
doing.
media took that and was like it was something serious. This is not like Drexler and Jordan. This is like some dude that scored 2 points a game.
He love it. It's all good for him.
So it's got to be marketing to me. So I'm looking past that. I'm like, okay, he obviously using that as a tool.
Bro, listen. I personally think he's doing that to take the attention off of his boys, man.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, there's no
How? Explain that.
because there's no pressure on Lonzo. Like, they're talking more about, their father.
But how is he not feeling the pressure if his father is constantly hearing it
Because,
from
like,
two
you
angles?
would-
Now
you
you
would
gotta
think-
you gotta live up to his expectation, and now your father is talking crazy. That's not
I don't-
something easy to handle.
Man,
but he
he's
seems like a
put-
level-headed kid, and he plays through it.
Yeah.
I think he handles his son
He's
like
used
what
to
he is. He's he's a professional basketball player. I think
probably
that's
know
how
what
his
he's
dad.
dealing with, too.
I think his dad handles him that way. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this to generate money for our family because everybody else is making money off of you,
Right.
and the people that raised you, fed you, should be the people that probably eat first. So
Right. Right.
I get it. Like, so if
I love it, bro.
say for example, Lonzo, they win the NCAA championship
Okay.
and he's projected to go in the top 3. So he's not, they're not signed with Nike
Right.
or Adidas or anybody like that. So if their brand goes through the roof,
Right.
or kids are starting, man, I want to wear it with.
Oh, they're gonna be knocking at his door.
So Nike's going either it's going to drive the price up on these big endorsement people,
Right.
or you know what, we just rock with ourselves and
Right.
we don't give you a cut at all. So I think that. From a business standpoint, he's not doing anything new. He's just switching the table. You know what I'm
Switching
saying?
how he's doing it.
Believe it or not, man, it's genius.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think a lot of parents would be scared to even try something like that because they
genius.
wouldn't want their kid to be, they not have that exposure based on what they, how the reactions of the parents or whatnot. So I think that how he's moving is kind of genius, and I think I blame it on the media for giving him so much hype.
Yeah.
Because really the stuff that he's saying, who doesn't say that about their
Right,
kids?
right.
Like who's not going to be like, if their kid is playing at that level, who's not going to, you know what I'm saying? My kid going to the league, I'm all about it.
That's what E. Rhodes saying. He knows what he's doing. He's a smart man.
Absolutely.
Even though
on
he's
first
doing
take,
too much though. But
yeah, I think he's the most.
Yeah,
I think he's the
but
most.
Right.
And
he's smart.
He probably need to hire him a PR person where he
Right.
can start
Exactly.
sharpen up some of his things. Now, me personally, his son is in the dance. Letting me more about Lonzo at this particular time, but I
Right.
get it. He's focusing on the business side of it.
Right.
We focusing on the athletic and the sentimental side of it. There's always a part of business. Now he's on national TV on First Take with his stuff
His
on.
gear on.
You know,
Right.
if y'all can go to First Take with the gray area stuff on,
Absolutely.
you in there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I get that part of it, man.
Right.
I respect that part of it too, though. You know, what I'm
That's
saying?
big. It's a big deal because some people that have you on will make you take your stuff off because they're not trying to promote your brand, but he's doing it unapologetically. You got to respect that.
Got to.
And they waiting to villainize him.
Right.
You know,
I mean, they're trying to do it now.
Yeah,
It's just not
they waiting to
working.
get him, but it's too much of a catch-22 because you know what, his son is
going to the league.
one of the best.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people neutral right now.
So like I can't,
Bad
we
boy.
can't bury. So, but say he have a bad game tonight
Right.
or something happens, they'll try to bury.
What time
him.
they play
they're gonna
tonight?
bury him.
Yeah,
What time they play tonight?
yeah. But ask yourself,
I don't know what
I don't know what time.
if you had
I think
if you had a
nine,
calculated
something like
risk, I mean that's a great calculated risk if you got
Right.
one. Like you know what, I'm gonna put my stock into my
Right.
son who I've trained and worked with and got him prepared for this moment.
Right.
So I'm gonna ride with him, and if it don't pan out, you know,
I don't even think he cares about his son going to the league.
Hey, it come on at 9:39.
Like, look, like, and then I'm saying it in a way to say, like, he doesn't care what happens with them, whether they make it to the league or not, because he's so focused on making sure that they have a brand. You know what I'm saying? Which is more important when you think about it, because how many kids go to college and play ball and just go back home?
But if he don't make it to the league, though, then what good is all of this, though? You know what I mean? What good is the brand if he doesn't make it to the league?
But that's why he's expanding on the brand that he has now and utilizing all this TV. You know what I'm saying? I think that, he's taking a shot, and now he got 2 other kids, too. He's in a great position because they've already committed to UCLA, both of them. So now he's like, what y'all gonna do? Y'all ain't gonna tell me no.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
He's in an interesting position. You know what I'm saying? And he's just utilizing that to take. He's taking advantage of it.
If you were ordinary Joe and your sons are nice and the opportunity presents itself where you can go and argue with Stephen A. Smith on First Take, you won.
Yeah.
Right.
You done won, man.
Yeah.
So
right.
And your youngest son, he's one of the top players in the country too. So if he's wearing your stuff, and never mind what Lonzo does, if your brand takes off and your youngest son keeps balling and all the local kids in California want to wear your stuff, and now nationally you can sell your big baller brand stuff independently where ain't nobody taking a cut.
I don't even necessarily like how his youngest son plays. I don't think that it's but if you look at like players like Steph Curry and how they've paved the way to do what they do, then it's like, okay, it's almost a little bit okay, because it's not about, you can't reject him for how he plays if he's winning, if he's winning, if he's making an impact. If I was coaching him, I would be pulling him out. Like, you're not shooting from half court, dude. I don't care.
Yeah.
To me, that's one shot. You know what I'm saying? You got to play as a team. But he does it all the time. And obviously, somebody is just saying, like, okay, you can do that. I just disagree with his play.
Man, because of money. I mean, that coach is letting him do that, man, because he knows that he's going to get a check.
Yeah, plus this is the best player.
Yeah.
He ain't going to tell him, nah, you can't do that.
Right, but he got his other brother, which I like his game. He actually is, to me, I think
the middle one ain't the nice one, though.
Shoot.
Nah, man, the middle one.
Man, the middle one is the nicest to me.
He's the nicest?
He can play.
Nice,
Come on, man. He plays all around. He can shoot from the perimeter.
Okay.
He plays big on the inside. He's got the little bunnies. He can dunk. I mean, but he plays everywhere.
I mean, Lonzo's
so the point
all I hear is about the older and the younger brother.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But if you see like the game that he plays with the younger brother, you can see how impactful he is in that game. But they just don't give him the attention. I've noticed him immediately. I'm like, okay, they talking about this little dude. Who is this dude? I didn't even know that was his brother. But it makes sense. I mean, they can all ball. But I like the middle kid.
But that last name fits them, boy. Ball.
Oh, man. And that brand is not bad at all.
Oh, yeah, it's not,
I mean,
man.
if you look at it, that's something I wear.
It's genius, man.
What's good? Yeah. What good is the brand if the son don't do nothing in the league?
Yeah, good point.
He doesn't care. But
I think he do care.
You know what? He don't care about the league.
But he said that they want $1 billion before anything dropped, before anything happens.
Right.
Like,
See, he's trying to put them in position to not have to worry about that. That's why I think he's setting it up right now so that he doesn't have to worry about the league, whether they go or not. But the catch-22 is if they do go, then they're not going to be ruled by dollars of the NBA. Right. Like, you come here for $14.5 million a year.
His strategy,
they don't have to decide what they want to do. They can just pick where they want to go.
Man, is working. Because
it may be
a month ago, nobody knew who this dude was really. A month ago, now everybody knows.
He's created leverage for him and his sons.
Period.
Hey man, as a father with son,
why is he so famous now?
Because he is saying
he
the most
outlandish.
outlandish.
Because his son cherry picked in a 90-point game. I think that was the first time
I would have been mad at my son, man. I would have been like, man, you need to, go play, get back on D, man. I'm not about to sit here and watch that, man.
We all know of ball, the 3 balls, the dad, and everything because
Say pause after that. Say pause after that, bro.
Because of UCLA.
I agree.
Because of UCLA. So therefore, all that I'm owed because I'm doing this for the university, I don't always believe in that. Because, I mean, you could have went, if you that good, you could have went to any poly university out in California. You could have went anywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of
chose
universities.
UCLA for a reason. They helping you just like you helping them. All right? And I don't go for all those players that's starving and they don't get fed and all that. Them players is doing good. The better the university.
In college, there's a lot of starving players in college that hoop.
Not ain't nobody starving on neither one of them schools playing right now. None of them.
Hey man,
And then because you went to that school,
I don't know, brother.
then because you went to that school, and I seen you on TV, if you didn't make it to the league, I got a job for you anyway.
Indeed.
Right,
Just
right.
because you
But
went
you
to
know
that
how?
guaranteed,
Think
though.
about
It
how
is
many
guaranteed.
thousands of players
that
play.
gig ain't guaranteed.
You know what,
Four
man?
times than not.
I went
That
to
gig ain't
a
guaranteed.
4 times than
I
not.
went to a very small school, and I'll tell you what, man, they treated us like we were like a bitch school, man. Hey, they took care of us, boy. They took care of us.
They took care of the boys in U.S. State too.
Man, they took care of us.
I
man.
mean,
That's
yeah,
one
they take
double
care.
A.
I mean, I played at UND, you know what I mean, at D2, and I mean, I wouldn't say we was taken care of, but I'm just imagining, you know what I mean, UCLA is
Oh my good, yeah,
very well
right.
taken care of.
I've been out there.
man.
Hey man,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
simple,
Like
man.
on the
They'll
on
take
the.
care of.
What they say about the pimp? Man, he keep his women in the finest things, but they get no dough.
That's a good point.
They get no dough.
Right,
So,
because if you ain't
like I
seeing
said,
I don't
hunger-
think it's pimping, man.
I don't
It ain't
want.
pimping,
Like I
man.
said, look, it's different. If you look at the other side of the equation, look how much money is being produced off of the athletes.
Absolutely.
Not about what they actually get. You focus on what they get. Look at the other side of the equation. If you playing in $1 billion tournament and you willing to play, the kids you're like, well, they got a lot of shoes and they got a nice hotel room. They can't put that in their bank account and spend it on their families.
Okay, so
You know what I'm saying? Where you can. So if everybody else is breaking bread with money, stuff that can be exchanged, and you getting paid off with clothes and shoes and hypothetical money, to me that's not proportional. That's called
Because
indentured.
once you leave,
yeah, that's called indentured servitude.
you don't have any of that.
So
You can't do that. You don't have any guarantees.
You got a scholarship. if win
You
the
know
Billy
what?
Jean
Like you
Trophy.
said, I got a scholarship too. It didn't guarantee. It didn't come with any guarantees for a job or anything like that.
opened the
And granted,
door for
I'm not playing in a big conference, but if you play in the ACC, you play in the SEC,
ain't
where
got
there's billions of dollars being exchanged because of you. If you decide, if the athletes decide we not playing no more, it goes away immediately.
But they don't
So
have-
you're a major factor in
They don't
that
play no more
financial.
than
hey,
what?
but you know what
They don't
though?
play no
They
more
ain't got
than
no
what?
student loans.
So
They don't play no more and do what? What do you do
So-
if you don't play no
so
more?
say, for example,
what's your platform?
it's amateur sports. So
Okay.
you can't say like because you're creating the platform, you know, you have a say in it also. You're creating a platform for us to play, but we're putting the butts in the seats.
Right.
Nobody's coming to see people do layups all game. You come to see dunks.
Right.
You want to see high level play. That's what it's all about. That's why AAU is such big business now. So amateur sports is no longer amateur sports. Maybe many years ago when they said, well, you get compensated with a full ride. All the endorsement deals, the alcohol contracts. You know, for example, man, you go to Michigan and your mouthpiece. When I got recruited in football, I went on my visit to Michigan and the mouthpiece had Nike signs in them. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
everything. So you can't say, but
For the record, you can't serve alcohol at a college.
Either way, you know there's major endorsement deals. So even if you can't say, but look, you got a TV contract.
You do.
And
Right.
best believe there's all types of endorsements that go. Now, at some point along the way, Green, it became unproportional for the amount of money that you're making and what the athletes are receiving. So I'm cool with, yeah, you took care of me, you bought me a lot of clothes. But for example, if you made $1 million something dollars, and all I got is a duffel bag full of clothes and a North Carolina gear, I can't feed my kids that.
You
I can't-
experienced a whole
you know what I'm saying?
lifetime of
I can't
things
do
in
that.
4 years in college.
You know what I'm
You've been
saying?
to New York.
But-
You've been to Madison Square Garden. You've been to Puerto Rico.
Can you put that in your
You've
bank
been-
account?
If you play your cards right, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You can go overseas
Can
and
you
pay.
can you take
Because-
that memory and eat off of it?
Yes.
You cannot.
Yes, you can.
You can't grill that memory.
You
up
can
and
be
eat
a
it.
coach off of that.
You know what I'm saying?
You can go play overseas off of that.
But
if
you
you're
can do-
even good
you
enough.
can do all those
go-
things
you
without
can play in the
playing.
D League or NBA.
You can-
You got a free
Where
education.
did Kevin Spoelstra play ball at? You can do all those things that you just said without playing sports.
Right.
So I'm saying is
But it was free.
it wasn't free. Have you ever been a collegiate athlete? It's like a job. So it's not like you can go indulge in your degree like an average student
Yo,
can.
it's
You can't
tougher.
you can't go study abroad when you're a Division I athlete.
Hey, look, man, it's tougher being a student athlete. Period.
Period.
It's way tougher.
Hey man, I got it's longer than a full-time job.
It is.
You get up at I got weights at 6. Then I got
All day.
class. Then I got
That's what you're there
weightlifting.
for.
Then I got practice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you
And then you gotta
saying
study
it's
for fi-
free.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
not free?
That's
free.
And get an education.
They get
You know
that
what I'm
workout
saying?
check.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's free?
You know what
I'm saying? What's free? You say what's free?
The school is free.
You working for
You know
that
what I'm saying?
scholarship?
The school is free. So
Yeah, you
okay,
working for that
if the school is
You
free,
ain't got the
if the
people
school
calling
is
your
free,
phone telling your
if the
your
school is
payments
free,
due.
if the school is free, then what else? If the school package doesn't match the compensation for what you're getting, then it can easily be renegotiated. Like, look,
Nobody gets paid, compensated what they think they're worth.
you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I demand what I'm worth, or and if I don't like it, I walk away.
Oh,
But
well, you're in a better position
but
than
look,
me. I can't
all
do
I'm
that.
saying is that it's not amateur sports anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Yes,
amateur
sir.
sports anymore. Amateur sports means amateur. You pay amateur fee. You don't pay amateur money to go watch a college game. You pay professional money.
Right.
Your
Right.
ticket is gonna be somewhat even or competitive with an NBA ticket.
Right.
And in tournament time, it's gonna be more
Right.
because it's a big tournament. So it's not like what I'm saying is far fetched. There's lawsuits, serious lawsuits about compensation.
Right.
For
Do you think
these
that's going to
major
create a lot of divas in look at how many there are now in the NBA? You know what I'm saying? Do you think that compensating college players will create
It will destroy
some
the
kind of
game.
entitlement?
And
It
then I
would-
think it will do what it's supposed to do.
No, it
which
would-
is create change.
It would destroy the college game.
Pat,
The
you were
college
saying
game.
something about not giving them that money directly, but putting it into a fund. Explain that.
Yeah, personally, man, I get what you're saying, but you are comparing a student to a professional. I mean, these people that run these schools, man, they've gone to college, man. They've worked in corporate work, so they've done, they've built their life up. These students that come in, whether they are a student athlete or they strictly go to school, they're trying to get to that point where they can make decisions like that. But I get what you're saying, but this is just what I think. If you're going to pay the players, put everything in an escrow account for each player.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, do that.
I agree with that.
So when they're done, whether they leave in 2 years or, whether you set it up for 4 or 5 years, they have that money right there. And then whenever they get out, depending on their whole academic standing and whatever, they can get that money.
I agree.
Because
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
because I think that's going to make more players stay more than 1 year.
Right. Right.
So I mean,
Now they're building up money to get to the end goal.
yeah, but
Do they lose that if they don't attend the entire time? What happens to that money?
yeah. I mean, listen. I mean, you set things up to where they have to go for a certain amount of time, and I think that will make them value education more. But it's hard because look. I'll be honest. If my son was like a superstar college player,
Okay.
and he has like millions of dollars on the table, and they're telling him, look, you need to leave college and you can, make that money, I'm going to tell him, dude, go. Because you can't always make $1 million, but you can always go to college.
Right.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I would encourage him to leave.
Art major at IU though is not getting the same perks as black men at IU. Period. Point blank.
Explain
no matter how
that.
you cut it.
Explain that, Green.
I agree.
I'm just saying, just the average student at a university is not getting the same deals as a major athlete at
Why
a
should he?
university.
Why
see,
should he
here's the thing,
though?
though.
He's
Let
not
me-
doing as much.
But see, here.
Not
Let
doing
me,
the
let
Going
me,
to
let
the
me,
same school, getting the same.
but let
He's
me
not
piggyback
doing
right
what-
off of
he's
him.
not
Go
doing
play
what I mean.
sports.
It's not physical.
But
though.
look, but
Yeah.
but let me piggyback off of him, and see, this is where I understand where you're coming from. That art student, that athlete is generating so much money, so that art student can have this big facility, man, to do art at. I mean, they generate so much money for that university.
Art major paying to go there.
They ain't.
Possibly not though.
What?
I mean,
don't
there's
see how they not
there's
paying.
there's grants.
They paying, though.
I mean, there's scholarships, man. There's
But
grants.
Hold on.
all that,
It's
they don't come to it?
it's simple. It's an exchange of service.
It is. I mean,
Either
they
way you
generate
look
so
at
much
it.
money for that.
But it's unproportional service. This is like, for example, everyone got real upset when people was like, man, they moving them jobs from Carrier to Mexico and they gonna pay them $5. So if somebody, what's the difference if you got a $50,000 scholarship, but the $50,000 scholarship is in a $1 billion pot. It's unproportional. Right. So we're generating billions, and you're saying it's cool because I'm giving you a $50,000 scholarship.
And see, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though, man. Like, and just me, I think it'll create a bad wave if you pay these college athletes money, because, like you said, they'll turn into divas, and then the coaches will lose control. I mean, they will lose total control, man. So then the college game becomes like
demanding more money.
Yeah, and it's like players are like, look, I don't want to play today. I mean, it'll like turn into like how the pro, level is now.
And then what you pay? So you pay somebody in a Big Ten school more than somebody in a Big East school?
It's simple. If you can figure out a universal health care bill, you can sit down and figure out a model to compensate players.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I get it, man.
It's
Put
simple.
that money in an escrow account. I'm telling you, man.
like that,
I'm just like, my thing is like, dude, either you want to stand up or you want to be on your knees. Like, do you want what's worth? Like, I just look at it differently. Like, I'm all about taking care of my family. So if I'm providing, like Lonzo Ball, I get it now. He's setting a blueprint for blue chips. Like,
Absolutely.
Look, you're making money off my son. I should be making money off my son, or my son should be able to generate money for himself based on what you're doing. I get it. Many years ago, it may have been that scholarship may have been equal. I don't think TV exposure, the way the game is, didn't make the business. It wasn't as unproportional.
Should every athlete and their parents, ones going in, and this is why I think LeVar Ball is so important, even if it just raises an eyebrow at what you should do, because we all got kids that's one day going to get to college, and we need to figure out like what's going to happen then and how can we set them up and what should we do. So I think LeVar Ball is really setting a blueprint up for how you should respond. But see, the thing is they can create more laws and they can start really putting stuff in place to discontinue that kind of stuff.
And you got to know the history. They created the amateur law for this. So players could not get compensation for their services. So
how's he getting around that?
We can continue to grow our side of it, but you're going to stay in the same box.
Right.
The game is evolved. There's so much more money involved, but the athlete's compensation is still the same.
Right.
We pay you a gear and memorabilia, and you got to travel on a plane and see everything. You know what I'm saying?
You got PlayStation.
But guess what? You can't. But guess what? If you give him a PlayStation or a flat screen TV, he can't sell it without getting in trouble.
Right.
He can't take any of that. So my thing is, it's already being leaked. Why you think players are getting in trouble for getting paid? Because they understand. We got to give these kids something to get them here so we can keep making our money. So for us to get the best athletes to keep putting butts in our seats, we're going to go ahead and give you that duffel bag of money. It's already happening. But according to the rules, it's illegal for them to make any money. Like I can't go and give a college kid $100 because it'll violate his amateur status.
Right.
So he can't go sign autographs and make a little bit of money. So if he's broke, he's
that depends,
broke.
He's not broke.
He's broke.
I mean, that depends.
But you know what? He got a good sweatsuit on and great pants and shoes.
They can't get away from this. Is where he's.
Don't they give him spending money?
You know what I'm saying? No, you
that
don't
depends
though.
You don't get no money. Like
you get your scholarly money.
You get a stipend too.
Yeah,
you get your stipend. But guess what?
The stipend.
That marketing major Kevin doesn't get no stipend.
But guess what? He can't shoot a basketball. He can't run a football.
Okay.
So
that's your thing there.
So
you there to do a service.
But guess what? That's not what we're saying. We're saying
you there to do a service.
Exactly. But when the service no longer is lopsided, just
to
like
you
anything,
it's lopsided.
Like anything, like you know what? You're not paying me enough for this job. You want to renegotiate. I'm saying that look, as much as the game has changed around, like sports is a big deal now. Why is the compensation package for kids still the same?
You don't have to go to UCLA.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, if kids decided, you know what, we ain't coming, like the Ed O'Bannon lawsuit, because it's compensation. Where I'm with Jay Billis. Jay Billis also is one of the biggest college guys, but he agrees. This is professional sports. If the coach is making more than a coach makes in the NBA, he's a professional coach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he's not an amateur coach. If he was an amateur coach, he'd be getting amateur pay. The tickets would be amateur tickets. They'd be $10 like at a North Central game.
Coach can get fired.
But our coach can also get a promotion. He can take more money. You can't. Hey, if you're the best player in the country, you just the best player in the country. You gotta wait till you say I'm a pro, where everybody else is getting rich off you right now. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying that. Look, what the reason I made a comparison to slavery is because you saying that he gets room and board.
Right.
He gets to work for his food, but he doesn't get it. He's not going to get money. But in the lawsuit, it's compared to indentured servitude. So it's not far. So like what I'm saying is not far fetched. In the lawsuit, the verbiage says it's similar to indentured servitude, where we giving you this, but what we're getting is so unproportional. That's what the lawsuit says, and we're going to hide behind the amateur status.
Well, with that mindset though, all black people in this country are indentured service then. Every last black person walking in this country. I mean, with that perspective, I mean, if you think about it, because our ancestors built the country. So if you take that approach, we are all indentured servants. It doesn't matter if we're millionaires, man.
And I don't. And my thing is I'm in the neutral zone when it comes to players getting compensated. But what I am for is like they shouldn't say that your family can't make money. That's why I like this LeVar Ball thing, because he's figured out a way to make money, and his kids are like grateful for it because they rock the stuff too. It's like you got a lot of kids like, I'm not wearing that. You know, if my dad got a dream, he trying to put this clothesline, I'm not wearing that. But they all rock it. They all wear the stuff. That's important. That should tell you something about their family camaraderie.
Bro, he's not taking these interviews, man, for free.
You don't think so?
I highly doubt that. I
think he is.
Your coach can just leave whenever you want. Take a new gig, but you can't.
Does he even
You get penalized.
Listen, that's a good
for
question.
a different situation.
I don't think he worked.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's so unfair as a college athlete. And then anybody says you don't earn your scholarship.
Right.
They've never been a scholarship athlete because it's like a 14-hour day. Literally. You up at 6. You know what I'm saying? You got weightlifting, you got your normal classes that the normal Joes got, like they say, but then you got meetings, then you got practice, then you probably got
working for that scholarship.
Then you got meetings after practice. So it's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So there's plenty of money for the tutor to get paid. It's $1 billion industry,
right?
And they probably ain't getting nothing either. So that's what I'm saying. But the art, there's nobody. If art, the opportunity cost of art drew 80,000 people to come see them draw, I'm pretty sure we'd be talking about that. But nobody pays to see an art major. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We paying to see entertainment. They're professional entertainers when they created the money that made it a professional environment. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Shout out to Dr. Boyce Watkins, man. He's put together a package. If you get a chance, visit the blackbusinessschoolonline.com. And basically, he's put together a package to where, like, if your kid, it's for athletes, it's for student athletes, it's for their families. It's basically putting them in a position prior to going to college for gaining wealth. So basically, why I like Dr. Boyce Watkins is because he's figured out, like, we need to start ingraining financial, and entrepreneurship ideas and theology into our kids at a young age. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should be learning. My kid's going to have a lemonade stand this summer.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to be selling candy. They're going to be having a lemonade stand. They're going to understand.
Iced tea, orange juice.
They're going to understand when they have things that they need to move off the shelf and how to get that back. You know what I'm saying? If you sell
That's
something,
smart, man.
Yeah, I mean, they need to learn all that because they see, kids tend to see the outside of it. Like, you go to the store, you pay for it. That's really all they see. They don't see what's going on in the background. Like, when that is bought off the shelf, they don't see that another one has to be replaced by it. They don't understand the economic behind that. So, but that's why I like Dr. Boyce Watkins, because he put programs together for kids that allow them to learn and understand, not only them, but their parents as well. So, again, if you're a student athlete out there, man, go see Dr. Boyce Watkins. He's got something for you.
You definitely should.
And
you're getting robbed.
Hey, shout out to our viewers, man. Thank you for
absolutely
for tuning in. Eric Seymour, man, my uncle actually wrote, they should let college athletes during the season collect unemployment. What is your take on that? Sully.
Hey man, any way that's gonna get them some dough. Like my thing is like, look, man, like Green had mentioned, the art student can get a job. They can go work. You know what I'm saying? You can't go get no job. You can't even take you got to take a certain internship.
Right.
Like my thing is, I agree with you, Pat. If you at one of these colleges, there's a big major conference and is creating all these millions of dollars, you should be able to get your degree and have something that's financially tangible that you can use, not gear.
Yeah.
Because I went to college. You get gear.
I mean, I
out
still
the
have bags
wazoo.
of gear. Yeah.
But guess what? It ain't worth shit now.
Right.
It ain't worth nothing. But you know what I'm saying? Like I want something in my bank account. Like the coach got something in his bank account, and the AD got something, and the school is making millions of dollars off the sports. So I get it. I know it's a tough situation.
How much you think students should make?
I think it should be some type of scale. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you in a major conference, I think
it's gonna have to be across the board though. Like so, I think Duke had mentioned if you go to IU and you go to Ball State, you might have to be receiving two different, or UCLA and Indiana State.
See, here's
you
the
might
problem.
be receiving two different compensation packages.
But see, here's the problem. I think every player on that team should get the same.
Every player on every team everywhere should get the same. I mean,
it depends. Yeah, I mean, look,
but that's what I'm saying. You get
into
too many logistics.
I mean, you can do it like that.
You
get this. D3, you get this.
And you can base it on academics or accolades that program has made.
Things that are attainable, like they do in the NFL and the NBA.
But I don't think that each individual team should. Okay, Sully, you're averaging 20 points, and this dude is averaging 2 points. So we're going to give you 10,000 per month, but give him like 1,000. Nah, it should just be even. Every player gets the same amount, so that every player won't have any kind of animosity towards
that's
his
a good point. Yeah, that's a very good point.
I think you got to think the conferences share the TV deals. So I think you can do it by conference. Like the Big Ten got a certain TV deal, SEC. It can be done. It's not far fetched. It ain't like it's a shortage of money.
Right.
We know that. There's plenty of money to go around. So it's not like should college athletes be buying ice and jewelry and stuff like that? Maybe not. But I do think, like you said, when you come out of school, if you played at North Carolina, or I'm gonna use football because I know football generates more money.
Way more money than any sport in college.
So with that said, when you get your degree and you get done and you played at this major college, you should have something that, like, here you go for generating this money for this school, this particular conference. Here's $80,000, along with your degree to get going. You know what I'm saying?
That brings me to something. This is a completely different sport, but how does baseball get away with paying 16-year-olds like millions of dollars?
Man, because they get them right out of high school.
That's the highest paid sport in the world, right? By the way, like for individual players,
soccer is up there too.
Yeah, soccer's up there too, but baseball is like the individual players. They make way more than everybody else
because they don't have.
And these kids are like 16 to 20 years old.
Yeah,
I mean, like there's no high school. None of that stuff is in play.
Well, baseball is like the first major sport that this country had. So when everybody in the country back in the early 1900s was like playing one sport, so all that money generated. So what they call it, America's pastime. Like they don't like the Major League Baseball doesn't even have a salary cap.
Nope.
So they can pay anybody whatever they want.
It's guaranteed bread.
It's guaranteed bread.
Good bread.
That's crazy.
But see, this is me. I don't see how people play football, man. I mean, there's no way. I mean, those contracts aren't guaranteed. Yeah. And it's way more physical, man. I mean, you have to love your sport to play football.
Yeah, liable to be out.
And it happens.
Shelf life is different, But like you said, I just think that the powers that be, I think they're gearing up for it as more and more athletes are getting conscious. I like the conscious athlete. I like that athletes are taking more of their careers in their own hands and deciding where they want to play and who they want to play with. I like that, you know what I'm saying? Because people always say, well, athletes make so much money, why they complaining? Well, there's one owner typically who makes money off of all of them. You know what I'm saying? Who makes more money than all of them. So why not take your job and your employment more in your own hands? Like I don't have a problem with an athlete saying, like LeBron, I'm gonna rest. You know what I'm saying? Because You know,
I hate that.
I get it.
That's terrible.
Thank you.
Is it the more physical?
I spending my hard-earned money to come see you, and you ain't playing. That ain't right.
Yeah, man, that's not right.
Divas, man.
Come on, man.
I have a serious problem with that.
League divas.
I have a serious
But it's
problem
not
with
just
that.
him. It's not just him.
Nah,
It's not
it's
calling
all
out LeBron. It's like the whole Laker bench like set out for like 3 games. I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on in the
Lakers,
league.
though, man. Nobody trying to watch
I don't know what's going on in the league. Why?
Man,
I look at it from a competitive.
I think it's an easy fix. The league said, you know what? We don't want you to sit games out. We want to take away your professional right to rest when you want to. We're going to pay you more money so you don't do it. It's a simple fix. You know,
I mean,
So they're trying to create more shelf life.
See, that's what I'm saying, though, man. Like, but that takes
By
away from.
taking away how many games they play. Then technically they're not playing that many games a year.
So,
Technically they
that's
shouldn't be
right,
making
bro.
what they're making a year.
so my
That's
thing
it.
is like, look, when you got a sick day, you call in, right?
Sometimes I don't.
I don't either.
Does your boss tell you like, hey man, you can use your sick days when I say you can use them?
But
You
if
know what
you
I'm saying?
get
Like-
if you getting paid per day,
No,
You know what I'm saying? Like-
some jobs do that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
No,
You can
some
only
jobs
use-
do that.
You gonna call in like, you know what? I'm tired tonight, but you know what? You away tonight. You can't rest tonight. You gotta wait till you at home.
Right.
That sounds like to me, you know what I'm saying? You asking that person, that's like a specialty. Like,
Well, I mean, it's
you
different.
can't rest when you want to rest because people pay to see you play. So the league needs to say, you know what? We're going to make sure this doesn't happen. Athletes, we're going to compensate you, or because really they don't work for the league. They
Look.
work for he works for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's
Right.
his boss.
Hey, man.
That's who signs his checks. So
Right.
the league needs to say, well, you know what? We want to make it look. Whatever you need to do, we need to compensate the players so they don't do that.
Right.
Nah,
You know, not ridicule them
I hear
because
you.
they want to take care of them bodies and prolong their working life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
if he's hurt or he's damaged or he runs out of fuel, he's not making any money anymore. And then you be like, well, he's got enough. Well, he ain't got the most money in the place. There's an owner that got more money than all of them.
So they can afford to lose games just for the sake of that. Like,
yeah.
I mean, like that's so gay to me, man.
But when Popovich was doing it, he was a genius.
well, he did it. No,
That was,
Tim
I mean,
Duncan,
that
he
was
was a
whack. That was
genius.
whack too.
But he was
look, but-
it's genius. He's
but
so
no,
far ahead.
But it's different though, man.
Well, he's
It-
winning shit.
they making it
But it's
okay to
different.
lose.
It's
That's
different.
crazy.
But see, man, it's different, man. Hold on for a second.
I don't
Hold on for a
agree
second. Hold on for a second.
Go ahead.
When Popovich, man, was doing that, you got to understand. And I love Tim Duncan. I mean, I think Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward of all time. But I highly doubt that anyone in this room would pay a ticket to go see Tim Duncan play basketball. Like they're just diehard
Oh,
Tim
yeah.
Duncan
I
fans.
feel that. I
Okay,
feel
so
that. I
that's
feel that. I feel
so that's number one. Number two, their team was older, so he did it as a method. Pop did that as a method. What LeBron is doing, by him being the so-called best player, in the world, other players are looking at at that and saying, "Wow, if he can do that, then I can do it too." You know what I'm saying? So this is my thing. When Michael Jordan came back from baseball, he didn't miss a single game, and one of the main reasons was because he said that he did not want anybody that had never seen him play not to witness him. So he played through everything. Now, if LeBron is tired, why not play him for like 5 minutes? Treat it like an all-star game.
Man,
you see how some people may come in.
If you mad, he ain't playing 5 minutes. You still gonna be mad.
Yeah, you gonna be mad.
but
I was mad the last time when I went to the Pacer game.
And he didn't
LeBron
play.
didn't play. I was shitty.
Man, look, have them come in
You know what
5
I'm
minutes in the first quarter, 5 minutes in the third quarter, and then sit down.
But here's
But
the
like
deal.
do
And them
that like.
tickets ain't
Hey,
cheap.
man.
That's so weak, man.
Hey,
Come on, man. Like,
man.
bro, like you have to
It is
make
weak.
Hey,
like
man.
I mean, but like, look, man, these fans pay money.
Absolutely.
I mean, they pay money. Like, listen, I would be
Extra money.
pissed. Like, I would be pissed if I told my son, like look,
There you
Pat,
go.
look, we're going to go see LeBron James play, right? And I take him down there, and then I find out, he's not playing. I mean, dog, man, he'll be
Hey,
hurt.
man.
It's happened several
Hey, man,
times.
That's happened.
You can't-
That happened.
Come on, man. I mean,
The
that's
last
not right,
few
bro.
times
I
they
mean,
play
that's-
here.
that's
Yeah,
not
why
right.
is that LeBron's fault though? First of all,
because he can easily say,
it should be Herb Simon. It should be Herb Simon, Larry Bird, because you should be coming to see the damn Pacers play and cheering for your home team. But you mad because
I came to see my team play. Don't get it twisted.
Let's get back to Jordan.
I did.
Let's get back to Jordan.
But LeBron,
Because the Pacers Stadium sold out when Jordan came to show up, and he never sat on the bench.
So, hey, but look,
Never.
my thing is, it's a new day.
Yeah, it's a new era.
Sports
It's
is
a new athlete.
Too many divas, man.
Yeah, a lot of
I don't
divas.
even think it's so much they divas. I
Hey, man,
think
they're
one,
divas,
I understand, like, man, LeBron.
They're divas.
I think now with specialized, and with sports specialized, they playing way more ball than what Jordan ever played. You know
Hey, man,
what I'm
look.
saying?
No, that's false.
They play ball year round. Jordan played every sport. He played baseball. He played football.
Hey.
When he was in high school, he did it all. Like now, kids play year round.
Okay.
They play
I can do
basketball.
that.
He's
I
the
can do
most
that.
conditioned
There's more,
athletes in the world, though,
But guess what? Now they're saying that scientifically and medically, you don't
What
last
up,
as
Mo
long.
Barnes?
You don't last as long.
Hey, man, look. If any player in the NBA right now should be tired,
Is it Barnes
should
just
be
hop
what-
on there?
Russell
be
Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook
Russell
should be tired.
Should be dog tired.
Russell Westbrook should be tired. If anybody is tired in the NBA this season, it should be Russell Westbrook. James Harden made
I was gonna say
probably the
Harden,
best
too.
quote of the season. He said, "I'm a hooper.
Thank you.
Listen, keyword hooper.
I don't see that.
I'm going to play."
I
man.
hoop.
No, like he's
Yeah.
telling people, like I'm a
He
hooper.
has zero hardware.
What does that mean?
What that
He has
mean?
zero hardware.
What does that have to do with the season? Like what we're talking
I
about?
bet you he get a different point in his career where he's got more hardware.
Check this out, bro.
And
He
he
got.
gonna think about his
Hold
career
on for a
a little bit
second.
different.
Hold on for a second.
Oh, man.
Hold on for a second. He
What
has
happens
a.
when the NFL rests their guys at the end of the year?
It sucks.
You know what I'm saying? But it happens every year. People are going. It's late in the year.
But the
Athletes are
NFL
gonna
is
rest,
different.
man.
But the NFL is different
How?
because their contracts aren't guaranteed. Number one. Number two, Harden.
How's it different?
Hold on for a second. Money wise, their contracts aren't guaranteed. So like, look, no NFL player can say, you know what, man, I'm gonna sit out, man, this game. I mean, you can be cut quick.
They do get guaranteed money. Their
You can be cut quick.
Their contracts are not fully guaranteed.
Bro, you can sign. Listen, you can sign $100 million contract, and in that contract they can say $30 million of it is guaranteed.
Yeah.
But in order for you to get that other 70,
You gotta do
you
this,
gotta do
this,
this.
this, and
So if you don't get that, like they broke down what's his name Kaepernick. I mean, they broke his whole contract down to the point where they say he lost about $60 million. About 60.
Shout out to Kaepernick, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
but
big
like
shout out
I'm
to
just
Kaepernick.
saying though,
Ain't
man.
got a
Like,
job, though.
but look, like James Harden. Look,
sacrifice.
look.
Give him some apparel and some shit, man.
James Harden.
Man.
Hey, he's a warrior right
James,
now.
hey, look.
Give him a duffel bag full of gear and
Cap
call
is
it
a
James.
warrior right
but man,
now.
look, bro. James Harden has a 9-figure digit shoe deal and NBA contract, and the dude said, "I'm a hooper. I'm going to play." Come on, man. Like he could easily be a diva and say, "Look, I'm gonna sit down."
You saying he's saying that because he's young right now?
I'm saying that. I'm saying that because one, he don't have what LeBron is doing. And basically, we talking about LeBron. We talking about LeBron's the best player in the league,
Okay.
and he's resting for whatever reason. He's resting.
Right.
I don't have a problem with that. And if everybody is complaining, it sounds like the league's got a problem because the players are deciding now. You know, in order for us to get what we ultimately want for our employer is a championship.
I think the players have been crying
You know what I'm
about
saying?
extending their shelf life,
So
and the GMs are listening.
the same difference with NFL players don't want preseason at all. Like NFL players, like man, we don't even want to do preseason, but
Right.
the league needs it for evaluation process.
Right.
So it's not going anywhere. So the league, you're gonna have to compensate people. Like I get it. If you don't want LeBron and these guys to sit down, you pay them so they don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Or
don't
you
do
just
it.
say you can't do it. You ain't
Work
got to
it
pay
in.
them, do
Work
it.
it into
Yeah,
working
you should.
it
I mean,
into
you
the
got
contract.
people in it's people that travel. Like your own fan. Like say you
Hey,
from
man, listen,
Cleveland,
man.
you travel to see
Oh, my
LeBron
God,
play in
he's
Indiana and he don't
dropping
play.
it.
I would be pissed.
Like my thing is like,
Man.
dude, he's one. I always look at it like, look, he works for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's
Okay.
part of the league,
Uh-huh.
and it's a new day. We want to compare everything to Mike. Hey man, LeBron is a big dude, a big athletic dude who plays hella minutes. He usually is in the top tier in minutes in the league every year. So he's not a young guy.
In the weakest conference,
but hold on,
in the less physical league.
But he's been,
in the weakest conference, in the less physical league.
LeBron's a 14-year veteran.
Doesn't matter. He's in the weakest conference in the less
He's
physical
been playing
league.
basketball professionally for 14 years.
On a stacked team at that.
But he came in at 18.
What was the stacked team he was on? Miami?
So he got more wear on his
Miami
body than a lot of guys. He
Both
can't.
his teams are stacking. Right?
Bro,
Hey,
listen, man.
He's been playing professional
LeBron's been
ball
on
for
stacked
14
teams?
years.
Listen, he
For
can
the last
listen.
6
His
years,
teammates demand double teams. Mike played with nobody his whole career that didn't
Who
demand a
demands
double
a double
team.
team on
Who?
Miami? Who demanded a double team in Miami?
When Wade was cooking,
Pat-
when Bosh was
And
cooking,
Wade wasn't like.
no man, they doubled.
You didn't have to double Wade like
they
that.
doubled him.
Oh, man.
Like
But
that.
they doubled him
Wade
though.
out there killing.
I mean, he
And,
had his games when he killed, but overall,
And notice you said
That
Miami.
wasn't a stacked
Hold on.
team, though.
Notice though,
Miami.
you said Miami, man.
Them
You ain't say
Bulls-
Cleveland
them Bulls teams
because
were
they're trying to
stacked,
double
man.
that Kyrie boy up there.
The Bulls teams were
I'm saying they're
stacked.
trying to get that ball out of that Kyrie. Hey, come
The
on, man.
Bulls teams were stacked.
How?
It's Scottie Pippen.
Okay, he didn't demand a double team.
Scottie Pippen.
He didn't demand a double
Hey, man,
team.
everybody
Dude,
else was role
You
playing.
got
Who
a 6'7"
demanded a double team
you got
on
a 6'7"
Miami?
guy
For
that
real.
can guard the point.
I told
D-Wade?
you, Bosh and Wade
D-Wade?
at times.
Man, Bosh.
Name one time
Bosh is the
Scottie Pippen
softest
got
NBA
double
player
team
in
with
the
Mike
world.
with Mike on the court.
Hey man,
on,
you
man.
just thinking of offense. Scottie could guard the one.
Bro, listen to what
Scottie
I'm
was
saying.
a 1 through 5 like LeBron.
Jordan,
He could guard
but Jordan
the
had
point.
Look,
Scottie
this
was
is why-
LeBron
this is why,
before
look,
LeBron,
This is
right?
why. This is why I will always put Mike number one because nobody brings this up, dog. Nobody brings this up. This is why I will always put Mike number one. The dude had to get 30 at least every night because he played with his whole career where he played with people that did not demand a double team. So he had to do that. So you are doubling and triple him, right? And then on the other end, he's first team all defense. Like, do you know how much energy, man, that is?
Yeah.
Hey,
Come on, like I mean, that's
No doubt.
That's basically how you
Hey,
play.
right.
No doubt.
hey man,
No doubt.
Pat,
I appreciate that, Pete.
Pat, kill. Hey, man, Pat, kill.
He slid that in there,
how you
though.
play.
The year that Jordan retired, they won 57 games. The year when he retired,
Come on, man, this
they won
is-
55 the next year.
They win a championship.
Hold on for a second.
But still,
No,
so you won
let me-
57
let me kill-
so it wasn't like,
Hold on, man,
like a big difference. You know what
let me
I'm
kill him
saying?
real quick.
Okay, kill.
Let me
Did they
let
go
me
to
kill him
the
real
finals?
quick. Stop.
Oh, there they go.
They
Hold on for a
go to
second.
the Eastern Conference Finals.
Go
though?
ahead, Pat. Go
Listen,
ahead.
listen. Skip Bayless.
New York
Listen for a
beat
second. Oh no. Who's the other dude? Cowherd, because he always brings this up, bro. But again, nobody brings this up. When Jordan left, they added Kukoc and had the exact same system.
Kukoc?
Stop. They had the exact They had the exact same system in a league that didn't have a zone. So that triangle, like you could put anybody in that triangle, bro, and that triangle worked. Pippen elevated his game. When LeBron left Cleveland, the coach left, and they lost like 4 other key players. So when you say that he just left and they were like the worst team in the league,
When
you gotta
LeBron's-
factor in these other variables, man.
When LeBron's on the team, your team is the best, and when LeBron's not on your team, when LeBron
A
used to be
stacked
on your team, you're
You're
A
terrible.
stacked team.
You're
A
terrible.
stacked team.
LeBron's
A stacked
never
team.
been on a stacked team, man. And I've
That
been with
is-
LeBron
that's
since day one,
crazy,
and I
bro.
couldn't tell you a team he played
That
on
is
that was
crazy.
stacked. What does it mean to
Dog,
be stacked?
stop. He went to Miami and played with
Bosh,
the
Wade,
Wade and
Anderson.
stop.
That's a stacked team with Bosh and Wade.
They were.
I never thought
Man,
that.
he
I never
rose.
thought that.
He
I
rose.
don't think so.
He rose.
I don't think so.
He rose. Let's be real.
I'm listening.
Let's be real quick.
I'm listening.
What if I walked in the gym and said, "Look, I want to play with E. Rhodes."
Hey,
And hold on, stop.
Yeah, I hear you.
E. Rhodes and Noah.
Yeah, okay.
Give me E. Rhodes and Noah.
Okay.
I mean, is that stat in this league? Is that
Who the
stat?
other two are?
And
Hold on for a second. In this league, is that stat?
that's a solid team in this league. Yeah.
Man, that's a stat team.
It's not
Man, that is stats,
stacked,
bro.
though. I wouldn't
That's
say
stat.
stacked.
LeBron went. Hold on, man.
Hey, the Cavs, this year's Cavs could beat the Miami teams.
No,
I don't think so.
no.
Not with LeBron.
The Cavs that we
right now.
yeah, would beat them Miami team.
No.
Hey, man.
I mean, who did you have beyond? Who did you have beyond Bosh and Wade? Who did you have beyond Bosh and Wade when he was in Miami?
Take that back. You
had Ray a year or two.
You know what? Man, you might be right.
But you got Chalmers. You got Norris Cole. You got a lot of.
He has 7
bums.
He has 7 lottery picks on low. You might be right because this dude has 7 lottery picks on that Cleveland team.
But everybody say they don't want them.
I'm just saying, is Cleveland stacked? Is Cleveland stacked right now?
And this is the funniest part.
Yeah, this year they're stacked.
Hold on, and this is the funniest part. LeBron is the oldest out of all of them. He's the oldest.
Yeah, he is.
So when they talk about,
they got Richard.
No, I said out of the lottery, 7 of the lottery picks, he's the oldest.
Oh, okay.
Bogut was a lottery pick. I mean, Kyrie was a lottery pick. Kevin Love, LBJ is older than all of them.
So why can't he get a damn rest?
Bro, he's 32 years old, man.
I mean, if you're LeBron, I don't agree with the rest, man, because if you're LeBron,
14-year veteran, he can't get a break.
You are the face of the league. So when you're on the road, man, and people are paying money to specifically I'm looking on the calendar in a month, the Cavs come here, I'm getting me a ticket to watch LeBron, and then LeBron comes, and because they played the night before, he's resting.
Bro. Right. That's whack.
It's a waste of ticket.
I say you rest. I say you rest when you at home.
The league can fix it. Pay him.
Say you can't do it.
Here's this extra envelope. You can't sit no more.
I ain't got to get paid more. LeBron don't need.
He shouldn't even have to get paid for that, though.
He shouldn't have to get paid.
My thing is, look. If you tell me I can only rest when you tell me I can rest, you gonna need to pay me for it.
Mike Miller and Rashard Lewis. Are you talking about Miami?
That's where I'm getting at it. If I got
that makes them stacked.
When you tell me I can rest, you need to compensate me.
I mean, I said Ray.
Wow. If I got to rest when you say I can rest,
I'm saying you had Ray for a year, maybe 2 years in Miami,
and he got him a ring.
Absolutely. But was the team stacked though?
Yeah.
No, bro. Listen, that Miami team was stacked because he joined forces with 2 of the top 5 picks in his draft class. That's stacked.
Where's Chris Bosh been since LeBron left? Have we heard Chris Bosh's name in the past 3 or 4 seasons? No. I mean, no disrespect to his condition. I'm just saying when he was on the court. Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Chris Bosh was very blessed to be able to hoop with LeBron and D Wade, man.
Oh yeah,
very blessed.
He was killing at Toronto.
He was killing in Toronto with us.
So nice.
This is our team, and we got Bosh. He's gonna eat.
Hey man, listen,
he had to eat.
So he
at that time,
too.
Bro, look, at that time they were saying there's Kobe then D Wade. Look, at that time, as far as 2 guards, they were saying there's Kobe and then D Wade.
And
some people, but some people had D Wade over Kobe. But for the most part, it was Kobe.
So he teamed up with D Wade.
No, and then Bosh.
Really? And
Bosh at that time was a top 3 power forward, bro. What he was doing, what he was doing in Toronto, 22 and 10.
Bosh
22
weak,
and 10. Man, look.
Bosh is weak.
You call what you want. So you join forces with that team.
He's a role player.
But this is after. Hold on for a second, dog. Like this is after you had back-to-back 60-win seasons in Cleveland, where your team was the best regular season record.
LeBron,
and then you leave.
LeBron before he left, that man gave everything to Cleveland,
and
man.
I give you that
everything, man. Bro, to the point where at the last buzzer, man, he walked off and he was just like, man, I don't have anything left to give, man. I need somebody. I need somebody. I need a Scotty. You know what I mean? Can I go get a Scotty?
One player away.
He's out there with Booby Gibson and Wally Zerbiak.
He was one player away.
But wasn't he supposed to make them all better?
Yeah, and he did. They went to the finals.
He was one player away.
Nobody wants to grow up in the Cleveland, Akron area and stay there their whole freaking life, man. He wanted to go do something different. He didn't go.
He wanted to go win with his homies.
He didn't go to college. He said, "I want to do something different." He went down there and won. He came back and won. Like at some point, we gotta be like, look, man, this dude is just great. We need to enjoy it. We ain't gonna see a guy like him for a long time. He came out of high school with the most hype that you ever gonna see for a guy, and he exceeded it. You know what I'm saying? He came from 4-1. He came 3-1 last year, man.
Bro, come on, man.
You're not gonna see
you sound like Cowherd again, bro.
You don't see no guy like this, man.
Listen, but you sound like Cowherd again. You sound like Cowherd again. You got to factor in other variables. If Draymond does not get suspended for doing this, look, for doing this, for doing this.
If Draymond wouldn't have got suspended,
hey man, I seen Jordan punch Reggie Miller and Reggie get tossed
in his home court.
You know what I'm saying?
see, you know, bro, that's a different league.
Jordan was top 10, one of the dirtiest players, but he was
good.
He was good.
That's a different league, man.
That's
a different league, though.
If LeBron lead Cleveland, he say, you know what? I'm going to the Indiana Pacers tonight. Tomorrow, we favor to win the East. You know what I'm saying?
Hands down.
He's just that type of guy.
Fast. Before he arrives in that, we're favored to win.
If he come here, we immediately a contender. Immediately. Not everybody in the league you can move them like that, and they that type of guy.
But you got somebody like Paul George on the team too. That helps.
You know what I'm saying?
It helps. It helps Paul George.
I don't think he can take that team. If you take Paul away from that team, they won't be a contender.
Yes, they will with LeBron. Yeah. You put LeBron in Paul's shoes, get Paul out, put LeBron in. The Pacers are in the East Finals.
Yes. Trade. Hey man,
you got to be kidding.
Pacers are in the East Finals.
Hey man, you wouldn't trade Paul for LeBron.
Oh, come on now, yeah. But I'm saying this. If you take Paul to that team, and they take Paul to that team,
trade Paul George for LeBron.
And put LeBron on that team, they automatically go.
I'm not making a trade.
Automatic.
I'm not making a trade.
I believe in a straight trade.
Hold on, you don't think that there's enough on the Pacers that would be around LeBron for them to win it?
Yeah,
no.
He can definitely get there.
Man, for LeBron,
he can definitely get there.
He got I think a bunch of people.
Jeff, but see, I don't think they were playing. I don't think they were playing his system though. In LeBron's system, LeBron, he would need more different people.
I mean, I think
LeBron needs shooters. LeBron requires shooters around.
We ain't got no shooters.
He requires us to spread the floor.
We don't have no shooters.
I think the difference is when LeBron walk in your locker room, everybody's game goes up.
Has to.
Everybody does.
Like
he's not clutch though. LeBron's not clutch though.
He's
not clutch.
He's not clutch. He's not. He's not a player that's going to win a game at the end of the game.
That don't mean he's not clutch.
Not on a regular.
No, he's just not consistent.
He's not.
He's not a consistent clutch player.
Kyrie's a clutch player.
Right.
Kyrie is a clutch player.
He's a shooter. But I think LeBron dominates games throughout the game because he's a triple-double guy.
He does the opposite.
Hey, man.
He's big enough to just like he did Paul George in the finals in the East Finals where he took him straight to the cup and put us out. He could do that anytime he wants to on the court, but he chooses to take a shot behind the perimeter, which is not his game.
Hey man, how many does this man got? How many rings did LeBron got?
Three.
Lost
you know
4.
what I'm saying? So, but the
lost what? 4?
But the fact that he's there, but he's there. He's in the final stage every year.
Again, semantics, dog.
Did he do that out west?
Every year.
In a terrible East.
He won
Pat,
it.
okay, so
hey, you know what's
I'm gonna really ruffle your feathers right here, Pat. I'm gonna really ruffle your feathers.
Hold on for a second. Let me say this one thing.
Go ahead.
Has it ever occurred to y'all that OKC is only 5 games behind Cleveland? 5.
Yeah, I mean, understandable. The West is way heavier than the
Doesn't
East.
matter. Westbrook has nothing compared to what LeBron has, and they're only 5 games behind Cleveland.
He don't have no rings.
Because he sits a bunch of games.
He don't have any rings.
They're playing a tougher schedule. Yes, they're playing a tougher schedule.
They're playing the West. The Eastern Conference is terrible.
Hey,
Pat,
hey, man,
how good was the East in the 90s?
Oh, you want to break it down?
I'm asking. I'm asking.
Boston.
Okay.
Hold on. Boston, New York, Chicago, Indiana,
Detroit.
Atlanta, Detroit, Miami, Orlando.
So you're running off teams. How many of those teams could have really won the East?
The teams about 5,
Detroit,
about 5 or 6 of them.
Detroit.
About 5 or 6 of them.
You have no argument.
How? What are you talking about?
The trophy sits in the East.
Stop. You said 90s, right?
The East is weak, but the end-all trophy is in the East.
But you think it's going to stay there?
But guess what?
As long as LeBron's in the league, it's going to be wherever LeBron's at.
Had his chance to play last year, he blew it. And
listen,
he had Durant.
let me ask y'all man this question, bro.
He didn't get there.
Let me ask y'all this question.
The stacked team in the East
and
the stacked team in the West.
Let me ask y'all this question.
Lost.
Let me ask y'all this question.
You know why, though?
Because LeBron and Kyrie were better.
No,
so it had nothing to do with Draymond.
It had nothing to do with Draymond.
Oh my God, he rolled, man. He rolled.
Draymond. They were up 3-1 when he got suspended. Correct?
Why are you getting suspended in the finals?
He got suspended 1 game.
Because LeBron got him.
How many more shots after the 1 game did he came back that he had to close?
He got suspended 1 game. So when Draymond came back, they was up 3-2.
How many games did Cleveland win in a row to win the finals?
4 straight.
So you had 4 games
in the terrible East
to win the finals.
There's no parity in the Eastern Conference. Like there's no parity. Every year for the last 5-6 years, it's either been Miami and maybe Boston. Now it's Cleveland and who else? There's no other team in the East.
Whose fault is that? Is that LeBron's fault? Well, I agree. There is no other team in the East. But if LeBron was on any other team in the East, that would be the team in the East to beat.
Like I said, the trophy. If the West is so stacked, the trophy the weak conference
should easily be in the West, then, right?
Championships in the East.
But the trophy's been
though, dudes.
But like I said, Golden State had 4 games to get it done in a row.
And y'all talking about one game Draymond got suspended,
They
so
had
that
3 other
changed
games to get
everything.
it done.
That did. Oh, stop! That did change everything. Rhodes. That changed everything.
Hey, we all play basketball, Pat, and you
Rhodes
know
changed
as well as
everything.
I know, it don't matter what happened in the last game.
does.
We got to win this game right
Rhodes.
here.
And what was
No,
game-
hold on for a
momentum?
second.
Where they
Hold
play
on for a
game
second.
7
Hold
at?
on for a second. Hold on for a second.
Where was Game 7 played at?
Hold on
Game
for a
7 was
second.
in- Yep.
Hold on for a second. I'm gonna tell you, it does matter because it boils down to your skill set. LeBron couldn't drive to the basket in the first 4 games.
Because of Draymond?
Draymond and Bogut.
LeBron's
Hold on,
getting to
so-
the basket. He was gonna figure it out.
No. He wasn't driving like that. No.
Bogut was hurt, too.
Look at those first 4 numbers. Like look at his numbers. Those first 4 games. Then game 5, there's no Draymond. He started the game out going to the cup.
Yeah.
Then Bogut got hurt.
Yeah.
That lane was wide open. See, they can sag off of him. Because, look, they can sag off of him because he can't shoot the ball. And
then Draymond came back for the next 3 games.
Draymond got a whole game.
next 3 games.
No, that's 2 games, 6 and 7. Everybody
Yeah,
knew.
rest.
Everybody
Okay.
knew that the league was going to fix it to go 7.
Oh,
Hold on for a
man.
second.
I hate that talk, man.
But everybody knew the league. Man, it's money.
That's just not acknowledging
You don't
this
stop,
man's
stop,
greatness.
stop. Listen,
You're not
you talk about
acknowledging
money.
his greatness
No,
by
no,
saying
no,
the
no, no.
league rigged it for him to win.
Hold on for a second. Let me finish my point. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
What happened
I
to
said,
Steph Curry was a
hold
game
on.
changer.
Hold on for a second. I'm not saying that. I said the league rigged it to go 7 games.
No.
Listen, they rigged it to go 7. Because if you watch that game 6, there's some very questionable calls, bro.
Yeah, it's
Oh, come on, no.
calls.
Beyond questionable. Like when Curry ripped Kyrie and they called foul, when they were down like 2 points and he ripped Kyrie clean and they called foul.
You got
come on, man.
stuck.
Hold on for a second. So then,
financially.
so then game 7 came down to 1 game. Cleveland took it. You got to give it to Cleveland, man, for
Thank
that.
you.
But it would not have went that far if they did not suspend Draymond for doing this.
Hey,
Come on, man. That was terrible.
They had their chances.
That was terrible,
They had
man.
plenty of chances,
Andre
man.
Iguodala.
That was terrible.
They had a shot to win it.
Yeah.
Came back. In game 7, they had a shot to win it that they missed.
Andre
Let me ask you
Iguodala
something.
should have dunked it before he got his stuff.
Yeah,
Let me ask you something. What was worse?
Steph Curry had 1-on-1 with Kevin Love to close the game out, and he
They
took
missed a lot of
Hey,
jumpers.
look, what
down
was
the
worse?
That's the best shot you
What
can
was
get.
worse?
He missed a lot of.
Hey,
he missed a
E-Rose,
lot of-
what was
Hey,
worse?
give Cleveland props. They won.
Yeah, listen,
Thank you.
listen. It came down to 1 game. They took it. I give it to them.
We know why.
Thank you. Come on, man. You
I ain't
can't
gonna
see
say
Because
no
they have the greatest player in the
I ain't
game.
gonna
That's
say
why.
no-
Mix me with that
I ain't
Illuminati.
gonna say it was
the
rigged.
league shit.
No.
They had-
It was rigged. It was
I ain't
fixed to
gonna
go
say-
7 games,
I don't
bro.
know about that.
Pat,
Listen.
I don't all
Watch
the way
this,
disagree
watch
with
this.
that. You know what I mean? I mean,
Watch this.
financially, yes, the league will want it to go 7
Exactly.
because it's going to be a very
Way more
enticing
money
game.
involved.
It's going to be a
So-
lot more money.
Watch this. Let me ask you something. Did y'all see Robin Lopez and a Surge fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
They swung, right? Like Blake, bow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. They got one game out. Was that worse than?
Pat, he been kicking people in the ball.
Hold on for a
Yeah,
second.
he-
Was that worse than what Draymond did?
Draymond had
The
a
dude
history.
walked over his head, put his nuts in his head. There's not a man in this room that would not have done the same
I
thing.
mean, he
Yeah,
been
but
kicking
he-
people in the balls for weeks leading up to that.
Thank you.
But if you-
Porter, let you fall down and let me walk over your head and put my nuts on the
If
back
you've
of your
been
head.
warned, though, and you know your
You gotta
next
die.
tech is going to,
LeBron's smart though.
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, E-Rose.
suspend
I
you.
think LeBron did that on purpose.
He did it on purpose.
LeBron knows, man. This dude, if he gets
E-Rose.
one more tech,
How
he's
would you
suspended
react,
for the
though?
next game.
But how would you react?
The same
look,
way.
Look,
Same
we're,
way.
okay, thank you.
But Pat,
If not worse.
If I'm in the situation that Draymond was in, I'm smarter than that though. You know what I mean? I'm like, I already know if I get a tech,
That's tough, man.
man.
Hey, man, what
in the
was-
finals,
the-
I'm
the
a
year before-
professional.
I don't
I'm
think you
not
should
about to
be
let
in the finals.
The
no.
year before,
I don't think you
when
should
Golden
be.
State won it, what was the series number? It was 4-2.
4-2.
Yeah.
So what was the Illuminati not
This
making
is
that mug 7 games?
this is. I got to give Cleveland credit for how they played in the finals. I think Steph Curry played terrible. I felt like the team's chemistry was off, but those things that happened with the referees did not help at all. Now, despite their terrible play, they hung with Cleveland. They just couldn't close it. Now, the problem I think is that ultimately the Warriors did not play like themselves in the finals, and that's why they
ultimately the Cavs went to
Cleveland
another level.
Yeah, Cleveland played hard
and figured it out. And if they get them this year, LeBron taking them out again this year. KD or no KD.
I mean, you gotta get.
You heard it here, the gray area.
4 games in a row, man.
That's tough, man.
You lost 4 games in a row.
Man.
You got your ass kicked.
So they got
3 games, man. It was 3 games.
As long as
Either way.
LeBron has the pieces around him that it doesn't matter who they play, they're good enough to beat them. If they play Golden State with KD, LeBron and them will figure it out, man.
Hey, man,
that's what I'm saying.
LeBron
because he's the best player in the world, and when it's all said and done, Pat. ... I ain't gonna say it.
The only way Cleveland will win this year is if they lead the ball.
He's gonna pass Jordan.
Kyrie needs to be the closer.
I don't know.
He's gonna pass Jordan.
I mean, he's
I love Mike, man. Mike is the greatest of all time.
But I think he's up.
LeBron's career is over.
We
don't set some records.
It's not gonna be. It's no longer gonna be like everybody trying to get to Mike, man. That's all I'm saying. It ain't gonna be. We trying to get to Mike. It's gonna be we trying to get to LeBron.
Yeah.
Mike has to pass that torch sometimes, man.
How many years y'all think that's gonna take for him to like really surpass? I mean, he obviously needs a couple more championships.
It's gonna take his career when it's all said and done. It ain't gonna be nothing as he's playing unless.
So how many more years though? You think he got in the tank?
I think he got about 5 more for real.
I think he's up there. I think he's up there 32. Now.
I think LeBron will be the oldest player to ever play.
You look at their body of work and what LeBron fresh out of high school, man. He was the number 1 overall pick out of high school. You know what I'm saying? So,
but Mike wasn't.
You know,
I feel like if you've been in the league this long, you should be trying to win championships. You should be winning championships.
I just think they got different paths where we compare him to Mike so tough, but I just think they 2 different types of guys. They got different games.
Yeah, man. They're 2 different paths, man. Kobe's more like Mike, yes.
Where I think LeBron dominates games.
What up, Harv?
Like he dominated the finals, and we just look at it because he didn't hit the last shots. But if you look at his numbers,
I agree with dude.
You look at his numbers over the finals, man.
Kyrie's
he dominated the finals, man.
I agree with him.
Kyrie's definitely different. That's what I'm saying. With LeBron with a Kyrie, he's good.
We didn't say Mike was any less great when Paxson hit the jumper, when Kerr hit the jumper.
Yeah,
we didn't say that.
He had some guards around him.
With Kobe, when Robert Horry hit the jumper, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, y'all challenging him making the extra pass. You know what I mean? Like
he need to keep making that extra pass.
All the greats had somebody that they could make the extra pass to, man, and win a game for him. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So LeBron having that and not being the closer, there's nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with.
I think it's something wrong
having
with
enough trust in your team.
I think it's something wrong with it when you're supposed to be the man of the team.
But that's the great part of understanding how to be the man of the team, understanding when to step back and trust your guys too.
He doesn't do that though.
But he does.
I've seen him shoot 3-pointers from 5 feet behind the line when the game is on the line.
Yeah, that's stupid.
That's an extra pass. That's Kobe stuff right there.
Hey man, I think, man, look, I'm not the greatest LeBron fan, but I got a great appreciation for him, for what he's done.
I do too. I got an appreciation. This is why I like LeBron, and legitimately, I like LeBron more, not for what he does on the court, more for what he does off the court.
There it is.
And that makes
that's
makes
what's
me
going to
like
separate
him
too.
Yeah, that makes me like him as a person.
Because
I think you need to do both.
Because when we talk about Mike off the court, nobody wants to rock with him, except everybody will buy his tennis shoes, but ain't nobody rocking
Mike
with his lifestyle or
Uh-huh.
what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? You looking at a man that's changing the world on the basketball floor and off the basketball floor.
That's commendable.
Man. You know what I'm saying? With LeBron. And nobody in the history of the league has done what LeBron's done on or off the court. So at the end of the day, even Mike,
on the court, it's debatable.
Yeah, it's debatable. That's debatable.
I think right now it's debatable. But if he win it this year,
y'all saying that the NBA
he got to put him in like top 3, top 4, man.
Is it what?
Got to.
So do y'all think? Sully,
I think
certain games are rigged in the NBA.
I don't, man. I honestly don't believe any professional sport is rigged.
Oh my God!
I know it can happen.
There's too much money involved, man.
And I
There's
agree.
too much money.
And I agree.
Like Sully, like you talk about money all the time. Come on, man. That referee, what's his name? Donahue. He came out, man, with that book. He said, man, they fixed games like they targeted certain players.
Man,
one of the biggest players that they targeted, man, was Allen Iverson.
Is this game fixed?
We all athletes, though, man. How hard is it to rig a basketball game?
But how many times?
Like, I just don't believe in that, man.
Okay,
I don't believe in it. You can't tell me not to play hard enough to try to win. You know what I'm saying? Because we're rigging this game.
But the referees can dictate stuff.
Yes, they can, but they can't dictate a rigged game.
Yes, they can.
I mean, they have. There was a ref that got.
If you calling fouls for a team that's not getting fouled,
then it becomes obvious. Then
here's a great example.
It'll become obvious.
The 06 finals, the 06 Dallas and Miami, when Dallas was up 2-0.
Yeah.
How is it that D-Wade shoots more free throws in that series than the entire Dallas team combined?
Because D-Wade's type of play. He's his style of play.
He's a tough player. There were, and I love D-Wade.
He was going to the rack in them years.
But there were a lot of calls that were not fouls that were called fouls.
That series was rigged. Dallas wouldn't have won.
Hey man, look.
You think that was rigged?
Hey man,
referees are human beings.
That free throw man, discrepancy Porter.
Have players
when one player shoots more free throws than the entire team.
Yeah.
As bad as I feel about referees sometimes,
he shot more free throws than Shaq.
It's hard to rig a game.
And Shaq was on his team that year.
It's hard to rig a game.
I think certain guys get certain calls because of who they are.
It's about 06.
Okay, I got
Dallas.
You can't say
Jordan. He shot more free throws than Shaq, and Shaq can beat up.
But look how Wade was getting to the hole again, though.
But there was, but
you couldn't
there
stay
were
in front of Wade back then.
Man, there's videos, bro, like on that where it shows Wade not getting touched and it blowing that whistle, and then it's showing Dirk getting clobbered and they're not saying nothing.
They do that.
Come on, man.
That happens.
I say I give you one game.
Yeah,
that is rigged.
Yeah, one game. I give you one.
They lost 3 in a row.
I give you one rigged game.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, game. Listen, man, that game 6 was not worth watching last year. Period, man. It was not, man.
The finals game?
Man, I knew before the game. I was sitting there. Look, man, like
we knew they was
I was sitting there. No, but like I was sitting there, man, with Amp. I said, man, this game is fixed, bro. Watch. Before the game started, and there were so many calls that weren't even fouls.
What about the next one? The next one.
Listen, I said it came down to one game.
Warriors fans
Cleveland
can't accept it, man.
Cleveland took it. No, Cleveland took it. They took it. It came down to one game and they took it.
They took the series, though. They didn't just take one game. They said, man, Kyrie locked down on Steph. Steph want to float around the perimeter and shoot threes.
Right.
If you get under him, man, and get physical with him, he don't really want all that. And that's what happened. Kyrie got in his pocket. Iman got in his pockets a little bit, and he was off. He wasn't, they was too physical with him. And I saw that happen during the series, too, and I was like, Cleveland going to come back and win the series because they in step.
That was a crazy
mentally and physically, man.
That was crazy.
I mean, I'm gonna share something about LeBron. Like, so when LeBron was in high school, I was at the University of Akron. So I remember I had professors that would say stuff like, "Oh, he's gonna screw this up. He gonna get caught with dope or something like that."
Wow.
So, you know what I'm saying? So this dude has always had that type of pressure on him. Where
I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was overrated when they first.
I thought he was overrated at first.
It was too much hype. I'm like, he ain't even did nothing yet.
I did too much hype.
And I remember people like Porter. People calling like, "Man, what's up with dude, man?" And I was like, "What he dropped last night?" Like, man, he had like 27. That's it. But I was like, nah, dog. Yeah, triple-double last night, though. Yeah. In the passes and the things that he was showing back then, you could tell he was going to be special. But I just remember, people around, it's like, man, we waiting on this dude to screw up. We waiting on him to fail. And it's been like that his whole career.
And he ain't made not one mistake.
And that's not him. He is that dude.
Except the flopping.
Yeah, regardless. I mean,
everybody was flopping.
Like
you're right, though.
But like you said, if you want to nitpick, but you can't discredit. Like, man, this dude was the #1 overall pick, Sports Illustrated cover.
Bro, he came in with more hype than any athlete ever. Any athlete ever.
Only thing he
I give him that, bro.
He took them jerseys. That was it.
Yeah,
and that ain't really nothing.
And that ain't nothing.
He ain't done nothing.
Right.
And then his people were smart enough to, put the right people around him.
Right.
And this is a guy that, Jay-Z coming to watch him play in high school, Shaq. So all the pressure in the world was there for him to stumble and fall. He ain't been nothing but a professional. He's unapologetic black. You know what I'm saying? He supports his city.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't think he's a robot like they want him to. That's why they try to tear him up so much, man.
Who?
Like, the media. Like, everybody is so critical. He got such a magnifying glass on him for being great. You know
He's
what I'm saying?
too great. There's got to be
Like,
something
the
wrong.
The media loves him.
Nah, man.
Yeah, but they
They
are
don't-
waiting on him.
Listen,
like, for
ESPN
example,
loves that boy.
Hey, man,
They love
loves
that
him.
dude, man.
He got ridiculed for leaving during free agency.
I was bogus how he did it though. Son, come on, dude.
Hey, man, say that again, man.
Hey man,
He said he got ridiculed for leaving.
He's a free agent. Like,
He said
God,
leaving for
dog.
free
Burn
agents.
jersey. Free agents.
Hey man, they burning his jersey, death threats.
No, that's ridiculous.
Hey man, but hold on, that's crazy because he want to go and play for a different team. Nobody's like, you know what? Nobody blamed the owner. It was his job to re-sign the man.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't going.
Well, he went like, you know
Why
what?
did he have to go to Miami to do that though?
Why not? It's warm. You've been in Ohio your whole.
I think as long as he's been with Cleveland, even before he got left.
Hey man, but
Let's keep it real. He only went back.
Now the Rams doing it. Now everybody want to leave the team.
And they had why not?
That's just,
he wasn't gonna go back to no bum team.
I think he got love for where he grew up. He grew up in the Akron, Cleveland area. But as a young man, you 18 years old, and then you ain't really seen anything, and you want to go to Miami and play ball. I get it. Like for example, you grew up in one area in Indianapolis.
Right.
You go pro, and then you got to be in Indianapolis the remainder of your career. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to do some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Is that why Paul George is out this year?
Oh, he gone.
He gone.
No, he gone.
He gone,
He
Sully.
was trash.
He gone, Sully.
The team
gone.
should be
He's gone,
trash,
why?
He's
man.
gone
Why are they
already.
trash?
He's already gone.
I feel like they got a decent roster, man.
They-
They-
Hey man,
good on
I like
On
Paul.
paper.
I like Paul
Coach,
George.
yeah, man.
I
Right.
like Paul George.
Uh-huh.
But you think Paul? Just be honest. Does anybody here think Paul really want to be a Pacer?
Nah, not no more.
That's
I
hard
think
to
he
tell.
did.
Hey, listen, man. But he's not going to turn down 200 million.
They ain't got no talent.
He's not turning out 200 million. He's not turning out 200
And
million.
then I'm not upset.
But who
He's
gonna
a free
come? Who
agent.
want to come to Indy? Who want to come to Indy and play?
And
You
that's
gotta get out
why
there
he's.
and recruit.
But that's why he's
You
going to
gotta
get
out there
200
and
million.
recruit.
Yeah, that's true.
Think about that. Think
LeBron,
about
like
that.
But see,
LeBron,
Paul
like,
George couldn't have went to no
Cleveland's
other
cold,
team and
too.
became who he is now.
You got to recruit.
No.
That's
Exactly.
true.
That's true too.
He couldn't have went to no other team and became who he is now.
That's
I mean,
true.
he needed the Pacers and Indiana to get to where the level that he is now.
Pacers getting whooped right now.
Hey man, my thing with the Pacers,
Yeah.
man. I think we've always been scared of like that superstar that no matter if we losing, people will still come see that guy.
They tried so hard to
You know what
be
I'm
the
saying?
Spurs, but they can't.
What superstar have we
The
had?
Pacers.
man.
They tried
That's
so
what I'm
hard to
saying.
be
I
the Spurs.
think we afraid to bring in a
Afraid to
guy.
get
Don't nobody want to come here.
But even
listen.
so, I remember one year we played it so safe in the draft, and we drafted Tyler Hansbrough.
Yeah, that was bogus.
Like man, come on,
That
man.
was bogus as hell.
Like, come on.
We could have had Jeff Teague back then.
So like you got Tyler Hansbrough because I mean like you said, I think
We
the
could have
old
had
school
Kawhi,
Pacers,
man. That's
like
the
Reggie
dumbest
Miller.
move.
Okay,
we had a real
but
solid team, but we
We
didn't
could
have
have had
that.
Kawhi,
guy.
but we had
Right,
Danny
very-
Green,
that's true.
Paul
Yeah.
George, and we needed a point guard.
Reggie needed some help.
It was even back then. We didn't know. Didn't nobody know Kawhi was
Granger
gonna be
then
like
fell
that.
off the cliff.
We needed
face first.
McGrady
Well,
back when we had
Yeah,
Reggie.
we needed like
McGrady.
I gotta go see
or
McGrady.
Hardaway.
Whether we win or not, we don't have that guy that like
Mhm.
you gonna go see him regardless, whether we win it or not, because he's just that type of talent. I don't think we bring those type of guys here. Or I've never seen.
We got a draft. Paul George
we got
brings him out.
a draft. I agree.
You got draft.
How many
players.
superstars do you need on a team to win a championship? You think?
Shit, look like you got 3.
I mean, I think you need
Because the Spurs ain't never really had a superstar. They just had a system that worked.
It's superstar.
You could say,
But now
I mean,
these teams
why
are.
did Bird draft Tyler Hansbrough? Hey, Noah, listen, man. Noah, look, you're saying a lot of crazy stuff, man, on the chat. But that's the best statement that you said all night, Noah.
what do you say?
Man, Noah is over there on that doggone wild Irish road. Boy, he's making.
Hey, man,
Friday night.
Noah, you over there on that mad dog, boy?
Hey man, shout out to Noah, man.
Yeah,
Big Noah.
Yeah.
I want to. Hey
Noah
man,
going down tomorrow too.
Hey man, Noah,
coming,
hey,
man.
Noah,
They all
man.
coming.
We might have to collab, man.
Hey, Noah,
and
man,
get us
you
a
hear
ring
Porter?
this year,
They all
man.
coming tomorrow,
You know what I'm
Noah.
saying?
Uh-oh.
Get your rest.
Dang,
Hey,
Noah.
oh, yeah, we do got a tough one tomorrow. We do got a tough one.
yeah.
Well, a lot
1 o'clock.
Hey, Noah, man,
sure?
we can't fall for this shit talk tomorrow.
Shout out to Eric, man. Kleinfelter, man. They
Yeah,
getting
Klein.
him and Matt, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shout out to them, man.
Oh yeah, we got Addicts
Addicts
at the
tomorrow,
championship
man.
tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
State
Sir.
champs, man. That's what's up, man.
Hey
Glad to see
man,
that.
the big O.
I'm sorry. I read what Noah just said.
Hey man,
He said, "My God."
Hey, this has
Hey,
been.
we already got a game plan for you, Noah. We got a game plan.
This has
for
been
you, man.
great, fellas. I don't want this feed to cut off on us. We are almost at our 2-hour max. You know, Facebook is not friendly with us when we go to 2 hours. So, but we want to thank all the viewers, man. Y'all always tuning in.
Look
great,
at them boys.
man.
But they was like, "Hey, man, this is the greatest fantasy league, basketball league ever." You know what I'm saying? How do I get involved?
L.D.E is the truth, man.
Hey, man.
L.D.E, man.
It's fun, man. It's
Shout
fun.
out to
L.D.E. is
L.D.E.
fun.
It's brotherhood. Everybody see their
Hey,
families,
man.
boys growing up.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing, man.
Hey, man, shout out to Jason Porter,
Right on,
Pat,
man.
the original 20, everybody that was down. Steve, I don't want to miss nobody, but the original 20, everybody's been down throughout the years that have come and gone.
Yeah.
And the
We
league,
lost some people too,
yeah,
man.
the league would not be where it's at if we didn't have stand-up guys pumping
There it
the
is.
brand, man. Like
There it
the
is.
guys that put
What
the
up, Klein?
uniform on, the guys that put the uniform on, you know, they established the culture of the league.
Yeah. Come
Yeah.
check us out
You know
tomorrow,
what I'm
too.
saying? So it's getting
check us
serious. You know,
Mm-hmm.
as far as the play is concerned, we get to a point where we get set these teams.
Yeah, that's where
and
it's at.
it is what it is, man.
There it is. Are we doing a post-draft segment?
Hey, man, we definitely gonna do something. This ain't gonna be the last time we in the lab. So
Yeah,
shout out to the gray area for
Great area, man.
excuse-
Appreciate
for
y'all,
No
man.
problem, man.
being the
Yeah,
partner.
man. Appreciate y'all,
You
family.
know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
Like I
y'all,
said,
family.
hey man, the guys that are here, man, they can vouch, man. Hey man, the league is so grown
Oh,
up
it's
right
grown
now.
Oh,
up,
yeah.
man.
It's
good
It's-
stuff.
Very
It's
nice.
so grown
Ain't been no
up, man.
controversy this year.
Nah,
Yeah,
man.
that's great, bro.
Ain't
We
nobody-
need some controversy.
Yeah, ain't
though,
nobody
man.
got mad to ref. Ain't nobody.
Oh, that's gonna
Yeah.
happen when these teams get set.
Yeah,
You
when
better
they
get
get
ready.
He been calm this year.
Hey man,
Yeah, hey.
hey man, shout out, hey man, Micah hothead on the low.
Mike,
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Yeah,
Mike-
Arnold got strong a couple times.
Hey man,
Yeah, Arnold got strong a
He's
couple
balling,
times. He's
though.
ready. Yeah, he's balling.
he's balling.
Mike got that chip on his shoulder, man. I
yeah.
love playing
Yeah.
with him, man.
It's finna get fun.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah,
playing
man.
with
Shout out to KK. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, KK.
KK.
KK is the
Y'all underestimate KK.
The
man.
elder-
KK with
he's
them
the
knockdowns.
elder.
Hey, KK can
boy.
shoot that ball, dog.
Hey, man.
Woo! Hey,
them
KK open.
knockdowns.
He's stroking
Hey.
that thing.
Can't leave KK open, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Cannot.
Ain't no league safe in
No
this
league
league.
safe.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll keep you up 30.
You know what I'm
Boys
saying?
is coming back.
Hey, man, bring it. Hey man, and to my guys, man, that are in the league who are still chasing that championship, man. It's
I got
been,
mine.
you know what I'm saying?
Got mine.
Established in 2008, 2009, and we got guys who have been with us
I'm
the
one of
whole
one.
time.
One of one
and
right
are
now.
chasing that hardware.
Me too.
So
You got one, Pat?
you
Listen,
know,
man, no.
hey man, shout out to my dog E Rose. I got my ship with him.
Yes,
Yeah,
Listen, man.
Yeah,
One
Charles.
of one, though.
one of one.
No, one of one. 1 year
Oh, he's talking
play.
about 1 year play, 1 year.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Pat's doing it, man. He got a lot of bragging rights.
Pat doing his thing. Is he gonna
Yeah.
win again this year, though?
Hey, man.
Hey man, Pat's a gold,
get it, bro.
gold mine, man. Boys,
Hey, man, let's
boys
get it,
can't
man.
sleep on Pat. One thing, let me say real quick about Pat. If I'm on the court playing against Pat,
Oh, my
he's
God.
gonna get like 40. I swear he like extra prepares when he's playing against me. When I'm watching, that man won't hit a shot though. I'll be from the sideline. He be broke, but when I'm on the court playing against him, he be locked
Here
in,
go even
boy.
Mike Arnold, man. Mike
Hey,
Arnold.
Pat,
What's up, Mike?
Hey man, shout out to
What
Mike
up?
Arnold,
Mike
man.
Arnold,
Yeah,
man.
man.
He be cussing the refs.
good,
out,
Mike?
man.
Much love, Mike.
Hey man, but you know what? I think boys pissed Mike off in the off season, man, and
Oh, they did.
yeah, I think boys.
When we had the little
Yeah.
group chat,
Yeah.
I was like, Mike, I wasn't even really talking about you, man.
Hey, real quick though, Duke had said earlier. I don't know if we saw it, but who's the lead vote getter for MVP right now? So I didn't know if we saw that.
E.
That
Rose.
was nah, man. I'm not saying.
E.
no.
Rose.
Hey man,
No.
if it was
No.
me, if
It's
it was
tough.
me picking, or
I just
or
like
watching,
that question though.
He wrote.
No.
Hey man,
Pat.
you got a lot of dudes balling though.
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of dudes balling.
I would say Pittman, Arnold is in that top.
Arnold,
It's probably a good five.
Mike on him.
Mike,
Mike's on the
man.
mission. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Mike ain't
is-
really speaking to
Hey,
nobody.
man.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Hey, bro, I love it.
Hey, Mike come in
I love
with
it,
his
man.
little sticky thing.
Hey, Mike ready,
Dick
baby.
Sporting Goods. I'm like, that man's
You know
ready
what
to
it
play.
is? Bro, you know what it is, bro?
Man.
Hey, Mike is going back to that sophomore year, Mike.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Hey, man, sophomore
That
year,
John
Mike.
Stewart year.
That
Hey,
John
man,
That's
Stewart.
sophomore
Yeah,
year,
shout out.
Mike, bro.
Shout out to John Stewart.
Hey man, shout
Yeah,
out
man.
to
Shout out to John.
Hey man,
RIP.
DeAndre
Dre
been
looking
hooping
good.
right now,
Dre's
knocking
looking
down a
good.
lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
shots.
Dre,
He's been a
yeah.
lot.
Looking good.
And I know Dre been spending a lot of time in the lab,
Dre's
man.
looking good.
And that's the thing I enjoy is the process, man, of us working. You know, guys linking up, working out together. I do got a message for the GMs where I think it's changed this year. I think the role guys and the guys being drafted are gonna hold the GMs more accountable.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
You got to pick the right.
yeah, you better be a boss when you're a GM. You better you better be the clutch guy.
Right.
You better make your free throws. You better hit
Right.
your big shots.
Put you on the spot, Sully.
There
What's
it
up,
is.
baby?
Based on the phone conversation, MVP for last year, man, was who?
Hey man, it's undecided.
It's
Undecided.
That's not what you told me on the phone.
Shots fired.
Hey man, like look.
That's not what you told me on the phone.
We had so much debate about last year's MVP.
That's not what you said on the
We
phone.
ain't got much time, man.
Yeah, we got no time.
We got to wrap this up.
Hey man, look.
This is the
Pat
big
does the
contender.
Hey, man,
MVP,
get-
though.
hey,
I
man,
give Pat down.
Pat wants to be the. Hey man, you can have the MVP.
That's why Pat
There
come
it
and
is.
get 30 on boys, man.
There
Ain't
it is.
nothing wrong with that.
He hot.
have the MVP.
There it is.
Listen, man.
Much love, Gray Area.
I earned it.
Right on, man.
Hey, listen,
Right
I
on.
earned it. I earned
Hey
it.
man,
One
Pat.
of one,
Hey man, Pat.
undefeated, one of
Hey man,
chip.
Pat was, and then, hey man, I love that man. Your wife on there be like, hey man, Pat's
Yeah, Pat
MVP.
MVP.
Bro.
He know.
Everybody know
Shout out
though.
to
Hey man,
Tamika.
Everybody knows
Should've
what
known
though.
the game.
Hey man, Pat had a hell of a run last year though. I ain't
Yeah,
playing the front.
yeah.
Hey, listen.
I mean, pass that dude.
That shot, that last shot. I
Hey,
heard
Rhodes
it.
is that dude, bro.
Hey man,
man,
extends
stop.
the defense. God dog, boy.
I was telling
If
Pimmy
I can
last
get him,
week,
I got him.
I said, Pimmy, you got to pick him up half court. He hits those.
Oh yeah, he nails that.
You got to hit.
Nails that.
I didn't know, Porter. You got to get a photo.
Say that again.
You got to get a photo.
Say it again.
Nah,
Chill out, nah, man. Why you down? Don't do that, man. Don't do people like that, man.
Hey man, shout out to
Gotta get
hey
on
man,
it,
shout out
Hey,
to
man, but
Pippen,
Pippen
man.
going, though,
Shout
dog.
out to Pitt, man. Oh, yeah. Pitt
man, he's
in,
going.
man. Pitt
He's
gets
putting in
in.
work.
Pippen
He's
balling.
putting in work.
Hey man,
But you know what, though, man? We got to shout out Sonny. Dang,
yeah.
Sonny. I wish Sonny was playing.
Miss Sonny.
Oh, my God, man.
Hey
I wish
man,
Sonny was playing.
Man,
you
got
said man,
thrown out.
we missing the high.
There you go. That's probably what I'm thinking.
Sonny,
We missing
hey man,
that.
Sonny bring a different element of
Man, Sonny was playing.
Yeah.
Woo,
Sonny
boy.
can shoot from anywhere.
Yeah.
Man, Sonny can
Behind the
play,
court.
period.
Shout out,
Sonny's going to go
shout out
at
to
you.
Sun Dog,
I
man.
love
Hey
that.
man, and then
Cuss you out, then
hey
hug
man,
you.
there's on the side they was like, man, he gun. I was like, man, I think he the only reason they in it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I mean, he had to
Hey,
shoot, man.
right.
They-
Dude shot a fadeaway 3 for them game winners.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Meal Ticket, man.
Yeah, shout out to J-Mo, man. I just wanted to say
J-Mo.
J-Mo. J-Mo was going to try to step in the building tonight, man.
Yeah,
but
man.
he's probably still on that truck,
man,
man,
this-
grinding. So
Right,
shout out
yeah.
to my homie,
The
man.
shit-
Much
The
love.
shit
Shout out.
talking would have went to the.
Ah, yeah, Jay was
new
here,
level.
man. Yeah, him and
Oh,
Green,
was here.
that
Oh,
combination
my
would have
God.
been
Funny.
crazy.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, but like you said, we got a lot of dudes, man, that I would love to see get it done, get them a ring, man. And, you know, something, man. Shout out to who else ain't got one, man? We missing a lot of guys, man.
I'm about to go to the gym tonight, man.
We got.
Man, that's how you feel?
Well, we missing-
I'm
we
excited for
missing
tomorrow.
everybody,
Yeah,
man. We got Montgomery.
Poor dog.
Excited for tomorrow.
We got a gang of guys, man. I'm excited for tomorrow too, man.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
You know,
Get it in.
absolutely.
Ray E make the draft.
Ray E
make the draft.
Let's go,
Hey,
Ray.
Me.
Hey, listen, you
I got it.
got to
Verse.
play that, man, tomorrow, Porter.
Hey,
You got to
man,
play it tomorrow.
Hey man, Cameron, man. We got, like I said, we got a lot of
Killer
depth.
Cam.
We got a lot of
Every
depth in
side.
the league.
Donnie.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
Donnie.
dun, dun,
Hey,
dun, dun,
Brick.
dun,
Call
dun,
Donnie the Brick. You know what I'm saying?
Mills
dun,
beast,
dun,
man.
Mills,
Mills
dun,
beast.
dun,
By
dun.
far, the hardest guy to block out in the league.
man.
Oh, my
Is
God.
D
man.
Mims, man.
I love playing with Mims, especially when we had when I had Noah a couple weeks. I'm like, Mims, you can get Noah, boy, because he's so low, man.
He play
It's just,
hard,
you know,
man.
man. He's so low and strong. I
gonna
struggle
bring
with
it.
Noah. He's just a big guy, but
Yeah.
I'm like
Hey, man.
Donnie, yes,
Hey, man.
Yeah.
handle that, boy.
Hey, man,
Matthias Mittman
Yeah,
Yeah.
brings a new definition to defense, man,
Yeah.
when he
Yeah.
plays,
Yes.
man.
Mhm.
So,
Yes.
hey, man, it's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait till
Good stuff,
Absolutely.
man.
you know. Hopefully,
Absolutely.
at the end, man, I can. You know what I'm saying? Hold my trophy up, man.
Yeah,
At
I
the
get another
end.
one too.
Yeah, just one more, man. And you gotta think how much ball we got left in us. You know what I'm saying? To play that 5-on-5, no subs.
It's gonna be
is
a
real.
40 and over league in a minute.
Man,
Dang
them
it.
Sunday mornings be tough, boy.
ain't it?
Stop eating meat.
Man.
Stop eating meat,
Stop eating your meat.
and
Yeah.
you won't feel it. I'm
Yep.
telling you,
Oh,
man.
I haven't eaten
I'm
any
telling
meat in
you.
the last couple weeks, man. I've been
gotta
feeling
have
a lot
meat. You gotta
better
have meat on
with
your
the tea,
muscles, man.
Infinity,
Man,
and
Hey man,
You gotta have that
Drink some
protein on your
protein.
muscles, man.
Yeah.
hey
Get some
man.
protein, man.
Shout out
Eat
to
some
Infinity
salmon.
T.
Yeah,
Dedicated.
Infinity.
Yeah, shout out to
Dedicated.
T, man.
Hey, get
Yeah,
your
man.
Infinity on, man.
Get your tea on, man.
The
What I do with my tea, man?
Official drink
Right there.
of the league. But
Put some for
oh
dog.
yeah, there you go.
That
Hey,
costs
man.
There's the
$5,
Infinity
man.
T right
What's it
there.
cost?
man,
Infinity Tea. Tell them what the Infinity Tea is real quick.
Man, we'll plug it, man, because hopefully you can get Pops on here one day, man.
Yeah. We'd love to have your Pops on here, bro.
Man, he can bring it full circle for you, man. But that's
that
real.
Right there will clean your inside out. You'll be in the bathroom all day.
You got some more Sully in the car?
Man, I got a little bit in the car, man. I have some at the game tomorrow.
Let's close this out, man. Hey, I appreciate the viewers, man. Y'all are always faithful to us, and always showing love to the gray area, man. Shout out to the L.D.E.
Shout out to Tamika.
We're gonna do this again. Shout out to Tamika, boy.
Boy,
you
other people in this room.
Baby girl, what's happening, baby?
Shout out to Eric. Yes, sir. Well, hey, we gonna do this again, man, real soon. So y'all just stay tuned. Just get at us, the Gray Area. Go to the website www.thegrayareamedialive.com. We'll see y'all next time.
George the GOAT.
Peace. I missed it.